TRIFOLD. Go to my website, deletelaws.com, and get a TRIFOLD. Laminate a copy of your driver's license front and back, your insurance and registration card, put it on a laminated slip, and it goes inside your TRIFOLD above your visor. Use the touchdown position. Hand goes on the seat over here as you film. This hand goes up, grabs the TRIFOLD, your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance. Everything that you do with the cop, you show the camera first. Cop pulls you over, license, registration. I'm already like this. I'm already filming the copper. So what's the first thing you do when you see a copper? You start recording, and your hands, look at my hands. I put my elbow right on that knob. You see that? And now I got my phone, and I'm recording inward right here. I'm recording myself. And then, of course, when the camera shoots across my face and goes out the window, it's hitting the copper. You always want that camera on yourself, so if anything happens to you, we can see you get hit. We want to make sure that you're in the camera. So you film like this. You hold your hands up in the touchdown position. Then when copper pulls you over, reach up, grab your TRIFOLD, your laminated driver's license, proof of registration, insurance. Right there, cop says, hey, can I get your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance? You pull it down and you hand it to him. There it is. Now he has my license, registration, proof of insurance. He says, hey, where are you going? Perfect. Now you grab your TRIFOLD out the top. You point at the TRIFOLD where it says, I plead the Fifth Amendment. You show it to the cop and you say, I plead the Fifth Amendment, officer. Where you heading? Officer, I just showed you on the TRIFOLD, I plead the Fifth. Please don't ask me any more questions. If I violated a code, then give me a ticket. I want to leave. Thank you for your time. You know how fast you were going? Officer, you're now harassing me. I've invoked my Fifth Amendment right. I showed it to the camera. This footage is going to go to the judge when I sue you. As soon as I hand him this, where are you coming from? Where are you going? What are you doing? Who'd you date when you were in 11th grade? Eat my shorts, copper. Stop harassing me. I've already invoked my Fifth Amendment right. I have a right to counsel if you're going to question me. You don't see my lawyer here with me, do you? So get the flock out of here. Go have a ham sandwich. Go beat your wife. Go beat your 8-year-old kid. Get the flock away from my car. You're on camera. Everything's going to be on camera. Can you step out of the car? Sure, I'll step out of the car. Cop says, can I search your car? Sure, you can search my car. Go ahead. He starts to search it. I revoke consent. It's on my TRIFOLD, United States versus Williams. I revoke consent. There's not enough drug dogs to get there in time, or they violate Rodriguez versus United States 2015. You use that TRIFOLD like it's a piano that you're playing. It'll keep you safe from the piggies. You got to get used to this. You got to get used to mincing the words you use properly, because they're trying to mince words with you to arrest you, steal your car, kidnap you, and put you in a frickin' dungeon. I wish that wasn't true. I wish this wasn't my business. I really wish that I had no TRIFOLD business, where I didn't sell a TRIFOLD to make a living, because so many people didn't have to worry about their rights being violated. But that's not the case. That's not the case. If you answer one question, where are you going? I'm going to my mom's house. Where are you coming from? You writing a book? You want to be my boyfriend? What are you talking about? Why are you asking me all these questions? We're not dating, bro. I'm straight. Sorry, homie. Don't ask me where I'm going. It says on the TRIFOLD, I do not agree to answer any questions. Don't ask me where I'm going. Don't ask me where I'm coming from. Use your TRIFOLD. Use it. I sell it for $9. You can download it. Then you have a copy. You can give it to all your friends. Or if you don't have $9, I'll give it to you for free. I'll give it to you for free. There's my grifting ways. I give away the product I sell for free. I'm a real grifter. Get my TRIFOLD. Get it in your car. If you don't have one, I'll give you one for free. If you can't afford $9, if you no problem. If you can afford the $30 one, get it. Put it in your car. It's badass. Keep it. Use your damn TRIFOLD. By the way, when you get the $30 indestructible one, I send it. I give you a nice thick. It's actually a broccoli wad. You know, the broccoli wad rubber bands, a nice thick black rubber band. That's what Aaron Queen's talking about, because I really want you to put the TRIFOLD up on your visor, just like that. Put that around your visor, your TRIFOLD. How many people don't have their license, registration, proof of insurance? I do a photocopy of my driver's license. I do a laser copy of the front of my driver's license and the back of my driver's license, because I'm not going to put my actual driver's license in a plastic laminated fold. So what I do is I do a laser copy of the front and the back, and then I do a laser copy of my registration proof of insurance, and then I put them on one long plastic card that kind of mimics the same size as my trifold. And then my registration, insurance, and proof of ID all goes in here. And then when the cop pulls me over, I use this touchdown position. That's why I give you guys the rubber band with your order. It's a small little thing, but I don't want you trying to find the right rubber band. I sell you a nice, thick, black broccoli wad rubber band that goes right inside of your, right there. What's wrong with having the necessary tools above your head, putting your hands above the steering wheel so you don't get shot? They're shooting people. I wish it was a joke. I really wish I didn't have a business. I wish my business was failing miserably because so many cops were doing it right. That's what I wish. It's just not the case. You got to have the trifold on you. And I don't care about your $9. I'll give it to you for free. Get it in your car. I appreciate it if you can buy it. Thanks. I don't care. Your $9 ain't going to make or break me, bud. Your $30 for the indestructible one doesn't make or break my day today. It just doesn't. But if you have my trifold in your car, it might make or break your day. It could save your life. Someone wrote me an email the other day, and I talked about this the other day, and they said, Chili, the guy started the back and forth with me, and right away I invoked my Fifth Amendment right. He said, where are you coming from? And I said, I don't answer any questions. It's on the trifold.
Well, sir. Pulled over because of her speed. Your license, please. Where are you headed today? That's perfect. Your license, please.
Sure. That's my license, insurance, proof of registration.
Hey, Mr. Cashier, you still live at that mailing address you have here? That's for sole purpose of the infraction, sir. I don't want to get mailed out to somewhere else. All right, so just remain inside the vehicle, I'll be right back.
He said, okay. And he went back and did his thing. That's what I want to hear. I want your testimonial. I want to hear from you that I used your trifold. I didn't answer any questions. I got a ticket, but I didn't have to have that. Where are you going? Where are you coming from? What's your favorite color? Can I search your car? Which what I do now, when I know this jackboot thug pig is going to search my car, on your trifold is the 2018 case of Williams versus United States. And as soon as they say, I want to search your car, I know that this jackboot thug pig is going to invoke the Carroll Doctrine, the exigent circumstances clause of the Carroll Doctrine, and say that he's searching my car because he believes I have contraband, or he believes there's a possible loss of life, a danger to someone's life. So I just got this feeling this cop's going to search my car. So I tell him, he goes, hey, can I search your car? And I go, sure, you can search my car. Step out for me. Sure. I start to get out. He starts to search my car. And I say, oh, officer, I revoke consent. I revoke consent. It's right here, 2018, United States versus Williams. It says right on my trifold right here that if I can give consent, I revoke consent. He says, oh, I'm going to call a drug dog out here to do a walk around your car. I said, oh, sorry, officer, 2015 Rodriguez versus United States says that you can't extend a traffic stop to search my car without a single articulable fact or reasonable articulable suspicion that I'm somehow doing something where you need a drug dog out here. And if they can't do that, which they can't, oh, I'm going on a hunch, everything, remember, you're filming everything. Then you got that copper when you go to court. And anything that he gets from your car is fruit of the poisonous tree, the 1961 case of Matt versus Ohio. I really wish that I didn't have this business. But I do. But I do because so many people are cheated by the pigs. Because so many people are cheated by the pigs. OTVO. Everybody put it in the chat. OTVO. OTVO. Put it in the chat. Overturn Terry versus Ohio. Where are you coming from? Going to work? You live in this area? Now, at this point, by the third or fourth question, me being the mother, or I would say, hey, cop, I told you 3 times. I plead the 5th. Now back the fuck up. Leave me alone. You have no right to question me. Do your job. Give me a ticket or don't. But off, piggy. That would be my response. I don't recommend that you do that response. I recommend you go like this. Where are you going? Where are you heading? What are you doing? What time are you coming home? Did you sleep with your wife last night? Are you dating anybody? Do you like steak? Do you like eggs? Do you like green eggs and ham? I do not like them, Sam. I do not like green eggs and ham. And instead of answering any of those things, I simply say, Copper, I plead the Fifth Amendment. Copper keeps questioning me, and I say, I'm not going to answer any questions. Please leave me alone. Any further questioning is outright harassment.
Where are you coming from?
Really? Where are you coming from? I was just heading over to your girlfriend's house. I mean, come on, bro. Don't ask me questions. I'll put my light in your face if you don't take it out of my face, but I'll get my license if you take the light out of my face. You just keep putting that light in my face. You're shining that light right in my face. I will, but you got to get the light out of my face. You're putting it right in my eyes. Can you do better? Oh, well, come on. Do you really think I'm going to start answering questions? Hey, man, we're just no. But do you think I'm going to start answering questions?
No. Just stand here. Please forward.
Am I being detained?
You're not being. Yes, you are. You're going out of the car.
I know. I know that. But
we're not telling you not to get out of the car.
But everybody.
Go ahead and go forward, please. Stand right there for me.
He's putting hands on me. Check this out. He's putting hands on me. He's putting.
Perfect.
Well, listen. But right. But just you don't have a right to search my car. No.
Stay there.
No. You're not. Don't get sued, bro. Don't get sued. Don't. He doesn't know. Get out of my car now.
Am I going inside your car?
Don't get in my car. Shut my car door. Get out of my car. Back the fuck up. Don't grab me. Don't violate my rights. Don't violate my Fourth Amendment right to illegal search and seizures. I'll sue you. It's right there. There it is right there. Welcome, everybody, to another rendition of Delete Laws. What's going on out there in the land of the unfree America? How's everybody doing today? Man, we are doing our best we can to stay afloat on this platform. They're literally doing everything they can, but do me a favor, hit the like button. It's that thumbs up thing right down there. Just hit the like button. It looks like that. Everybody hit the like button if you would. Pretty please, with sugar and cherry on top. How's everybody doing today? What is going on in your world? How is everything? What's going on? How's everybody doing? Good to see you guys. I see Larry Watt is here. I see Mongoose. I see Todd Epperson. I see Dan Fiesel. I see Witch on Fire. Witch on Fire is a friend of mine in real life. I really like this human being. Diesel is here. Is it Desi? Desi Simons is here. What's going on, Desi? How are you? How life under the microscope? April, Mikey B. Do me a favor, everybody. Put down in the comment section OTVO, which stands for Overturn Terry versus Ohio. As you guys know, there's 4 parts to Terry versus Ohio. Number 1, it puts officer safety over all of our rights. Number 2, it creates that term reasonable articulable suspicion. Number 3, it allows cops to run up and grab you in the form of that they're going to pat you down. And then number 4, it allows cops to detain you, which now equals a POW style of arrest upon interaction with a copper. The moment the copper sees you, he can arrest you, which is absolutely amazing. So does anybody here have a Twitter account? Put a 1 in the chat if you have a Twitter account. And so listen, I'll just finish this off, and then we're going to go to the Twitter thing in 1 second. Torture cuffs are always torture. You got that exactly right, Toyota Tom. And I think he's wearing his Delete Laws hoodie right there. The hoodies are in. It's getting cold everywhere you are. I've got hoodies in. I've got small, XXL, and XXL in stock. I'll have large and extra large next week. At the end of next week, I'll have large at the end of the following week. So it'll be a week from Thursday that I'll have the large and extra large hoodies in. But right now I've got small, XXL, and XXL in stock. Put a 1 in the chat if you have a trifold. If you have a trifold, put a 1 in the chat. If you have a pair of cop cards, put a 1 in the chat. And then we are going to get into what the YouTubes is doing. And thanks for sending me a lot of videos. Callie Sandy, nice to see you. Let me show you what YouTube is currently doing. This is pretty morbid. You see this right here? I'm walking right now. Look at their hands all over me. You're right. We're escorting you. Don't fucking touch me, boys. What are you doing? So take a look at here. Take a look at the comment section over here. See where the comments are? This person is trying to comment and they can't.
Death of Elijah McClain gripped the city of Aurora for
Trying to
years
comment,
and drew protests
trying to
around
comment,
the country. The stiffest
trying to
sentence in that
comment,
case,
and
5
they
years,
can't
went
comment.
It's tucked away in the
Gentleman came in and started filming the building. I told him, can't film
Trying
the
to
building.
comment.
Gentleman up there,
Wow,
annoyed, slapped
how
the phone out of his
absolutely
hand.
amazing is that? So if you have a Twitter account, can you please do me a favor? Go to Team YouTube. Go to Team YouTube and contact Team YouTube or YouTube creators and let them know that on Delete Laws, you can't comment. And if you all would please go to my comment section on the shorts and see if you can comment. I mean, it's absolutely crazy to me that YouTube won't share my streams with anybody who's not already on Team DLZ, and YouTube is now making it so that people can't comment on my shorts. There's no other way to see it. I mean, I mean, you guys have been along for the ride for the whole time, and you can see exactly what YouTube is doing, and that's what they're doing. If you can't comment on my shorts, so this one's saying YouTube has banned my comments 3 times now when I've told cops off on some of the videos. Well, what they're doing here is you can't comment on my shorts. If you can't comment on the shorts, then it's a little frustrating. You know what I mean? Because you put a lot of time and work and effort and energy into these things, and then when you can't comment, and then that the comments will then share the videos. This will then share the videos out to other people, and so I'm just dealing with this craziness from this company, and that's why I started a Patreon account. And Team DLZ actually will be done today, which is exciting. I can't send you a free trifold right now, Mel, because I'm a little bit down because the viewership is so down, but I can email you one. So if you shoot me an email, deletelaws@gmail.com, I will email you a grayscale one that you can print out. I'll email you a color one if you want, but then if I email you a grayscale one, it's easy to print out in black and white. You can print out multiple for different people. And I'll send you that, no problem. I'll also send you the cop cards you can print out as well. I probably have to get them laminated where you are, which will cost you $1 or so. I think they're only $5 online, but I want you guys to definitely take advantage and get the trifold in your car. It is absolutely imperative that you get the trifold in your car. This is this video. We're gonna stop this a couple times and we're gonna go through it. And we are going to break down exactly what he does wrong.
Turn the car in circles until the tires blast. Out the window like, cuss. On the hood of the scraper like.
Lucky wheels and deals. Y'all see me getting pulled over right now. I ain't know what I did. Good.
Hey, Chief Arkansas State Police. Hey, sir, reason why I'm stopping you, 2 reasons. Front windshield, I mean, it's probably, hey, 20%, 15, somewhere around there. Also, your windows are dark. And, excuse me, do I need to move out the way? Also, your speed, okay? Need your driver's license, insurance, and registration. Where y'all gentlemen headed to?
Home, Oklahoma.
Oklahoma City?
Yeah.
Oh.
Been here in Arkansas, or you passing through?
Passing through.
Okay.
Oh.
Don't mind me asking where y'all traveling from?
You said where?
So if you don't mind me asking where you're traveling from.
Missouri, Cloverfield, Missouri.
Columbus?
Cloverfield.
Okay.
Missouri.
Okay.
I got my insurance on.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I figured.
You say this right here.
This is Arkansas.
Yeah. Part of the town.
Newport. Yeah. Northeast Arkansas.
You know right up there.
About 100 miles. About 90 miles north south. Y'all get off this get on 40 and go.
Yeah, I call it.
Yeah.
It sound like Oklahoma City, I called it.
Sir?
It sound like Oklahoma City, I called it.
Yeah.
I-35, I called it. You ever been to Oklahoma City?
Yeah, I've hung out at Bricktown, I think that's what they call it.
Oh, yeah.
It's been a few years. I think it was right when Kevin Durant opened up a restaurant up there. Does he still got that restaurant around there?
Nah, he closed it
It
down.
didn't last long.
But when he left, he took it on with
Yeah, he
him.
went.
Okay.
You're not gonna eat your restaurant and you pay somewhere else.
Too much money to eat there for me.
In Bricktown, too much money, bro.
Hey,
That's
I worked there for a friend of mine who graduated from OKC college.
That whole Bricktown is money making.
Yeah, I ain't for it. It ain't, the life ain't for me.
No. Can't put it on payday.
See, take a look at this gentleman here. He's looking through his phone to get his insurance, and then he's going to have to give his phone to the copper, possibly put the phone in the copper's hand, which you don't want to do.
Too fast paced. Cost too much money.
Yeah. I'm originally from California. It's actually slower. I'm originally from California, but it's slower in Oklahoma.
It's slower in Oklahoma?
Yeah.
We're pretty
But
good.
you said it's slower, huh?
Yeah, we pretty good. Yeah.
Hold on, let's tell my wife I'm gonna pull it over.
I might do something like that once a year, you know. Hey, look up your insurance. I'll be right back with you.
Okay. Call my wife. She keep blowing my phone up.
So let's roll back just a little bit here to right here. And I want to just point a couple things out for you.
State police. Hey, sir, reason why I'm stopping you, two reasons. Front windshield. I mean, it's probably, 20%, 15, somewhere around there. Also, your windows are dark. And, excuse me, do I need to move out the way? Also, your speed, okay? Need your driver's license, insurance, and registration. For y'all gentlemen headed.
Okay, so right there, do you see what he just did right there? If you're black or brown, if you're poor and white or black or brown, don't reach around. You see what he's doing right there? He's reaching down. He's reaching down. He's got the other hand up, but that copper could say that he's afraid. And pew, 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 he could shoot him. You want to get your license, registration, proof of insurance all put together on a laminated card. And then you want to put that all up in your visor with your broccoli wad rubber band. You want everything up in your visor. That's how you want to do it, just so you don't have to reach down. Because when he reaches down right there, we saw what happened to Philando Castile in Minnesota, and that copper had just went to a copper seminar where they said, don't be afraid to pull the trigger. That was the teaching in that seminar before Philando Castile got murdered. And what was that cop's name again? It was some strange name. Let's keep watching.
Oklahoma City? Yeah. Where y'all gentlemen headed to? Oklahoma City?
Yeah.
Been here in Arkansas, or you passing through?
Passing through.
Okay.
Okay, so let's talk about that for just a second. You know, look, I don't think that doing it, I'm an activist. My job is to press the boundaries of my First Amendment right. What I would recommend you do is you give him your license, registration, proof of insurance so that you're not fumbling around like he's still doing, trying to find his license, registration, proof of insurance. And then you say, he says, hey, are you guys from here? You're from Arkansas or whatever. And you say, officer, respectfully, I'm going to invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. I'm not going to speak without my attorney. This is what I've learned, and I'm just going to film this interaction. That invokes your rights so that he can't ask you where you're. And why would you want to tell him if you're in Arkansas or Oklahoma or where you're from? There's really no point in giving him that information about yourself. It's not going to help you. That information could be used against you, saying, oh, or they were going through and I thought maybe they're going to search his car. You just want to use your trifold, invoke your Fifth Amendment right, use your camera, and be smart. Be smart about what you're seeing and doing right here.
Don't mind me asking where y'all traveling from?
You said where?
If you don't mind me asking where you're traveling from.
Missouri, close from.
Oh, he said,
Where?
If you don't mind me asking where you're traveling from.
Missouri, close from Missouri.
Columbus. Okay. Okay.
That's not going to help you out. There's really no point. There's no point in saying anything at all whatsoever or answering any of his questions. There's just no point in doing that. I'm telling you now. and he's still looking through his
I got
phone.
my insurance on.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I figured.
He's looking through his phone for his insurance. And how many times have I said this? I don't know how many hundreds and hundreds of times I've said it. You have to get everything put together for yourself. Obviously, I'm not Denzel Washington. That's a fake driver's license. You want to get your proof of insurance, registration, and you don't want to put your actual driver's license there. You want to use a photocopy of the front and photocopy of the back. Obviously, this says for entertainment purposes only. You get it on Hollywood Boulevard, but you want to have everything like this. The big one for people that we're noticing is that they don't have their insurance card. Their insurance card is in their phone. And you don't want to do that. You want to have everything put together and have it in your trifold. Everything's like this, so you're not reaching down. He's putting one hand up like, hey, don't shoot me. Watch, take a look. But you want to have everything. And the reason why I put this in your envelope, the reason why I went to priority shipping with the tracking number is because too many people's envelopes were getting eaten by the United States Postal Service machines when they ran the envelope through their machines. You want to have this broccoli wad rubber band around your visor. It is super important. I can do this for you. I can send you this. This part right here, you got to do on your own. You got to do this on your own. Put a 1 in the chat if you have a trifold. Put a 1 in the chat if you have a pair of cop cards. Now watch here.
Yeah. It's been a few years.
This was the part.
So you speed passing through.
Passing through. You said where?
So if you don't mind me asking where you're traveling from.
Missouri, Cloverville, Missouri.
Columbus. So Oklahoma City.
Right there. Do you see? It's ever so subtle. It's ever so subtle over here. But look at the position of his body. Take a look at the position of his body as he reaches his hand into his pocket to get his driver's license. He's, don't shoot me, don't shoot me, don't shoot me, as he's raising his hand up. This hand over here is telling the copper, hey, do me a favor and don't shoot me. That's what that hand up there is for. When the truth is that you should be prepared from the very beginning.
You been up on Twitter?
Yeah, I've hung out at Bricktown. I think that's what they call it. Oh, yeah. It's been a few years. I think it was right when Kevin Durant opened up a restaurant up there. Does he still got that restaurant around there?
No, he closed it down.
Didn't last long?
But when he left, he took it on with him. You're not going to eat your restaurant, you pay somewhere else.
Too much money to eat there for me.
In Bricktown, too much money for us.
I was there for a friend of mine who graduated from OKC college.
That whole Bricktown is money maker.
Yeah, I ain't part. The life ain't for me.
No. Can't put it on
Too fast paced. Cost too much money.
Yeah. I'm originally from California. It's actually slower. I'm originally from California, but it's slower in Oklahoma.
It's slower in Oklahoma?
Yeah.
We're pretty good.
But you said it's even slower, huh?
Yeah, we pretty good, yeah.
Hold on, let's tell my wife I'm going to pull it over.
We might do something like that once a year, you know. Hey, look up your insurance. I'll be right back with you.
Okay. Call my wife. She keep blowing my phone up. Hey, I'm getting pulled over. So. Oh, shit. So, all right.
Keep me on speaker?
No, I'm good.
You got the camera on?
Yeah. But, I'll call you back.
Do you see how the wife said, do you have the camera on? Why do you think, I mean, if the cops are our friends and they're here to help us and you're not in danger when you get pulled over, then why does the man's wife ask him, do you have the camera on? And then she said, keep me on phone, keep me on speaker. He should have that phone in his hand. He should be filming the copper. And listen, you can do it respectfully. You can say, respectfully, officer, I'm going to invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent, and I'm going to go ahead and just film the stop. You don't have to be mean or rude. I'm actually going to remake my videos where I show people how to use the trifold because I've had so many requests for people for me to remake the video so that they can share it with other family members who might lick the boots, who might be bootlickers. Could you imagine that people have family members who are bootlickers?
Okay. That shit was just like not coming up. Technology.
I thought that was amazing. I thought that was amazing.
I didn't hear him. Nah, I just seen him. Like he was just really just waiting on the side. Like
He was hiding on the side of the road.
he was just really waiting on the side. So,
Yes.
I don't know how to fucking
Yeah, I mean, it's right. That ain't no late time fever. It's
oh, you're proof insurance. See, no, I forgot we on this shit. I forgot to report them. But yeah, guys, I guess Arkansas don't play that. You tell him windshield. That's what he said. And then he said I was speeding or some shit. I don't know. But shit is fine from out.
It's too dark. Go down too far.
Well, shit, I'm not. That car not from Oakland. That car from out here.
Look at what? You can see straight
We just passed through. We wasn't even hanging out. That's all. I don't know how to get this damn proof of insurance. I don't even know what I'm
Don't worry about your insurance. Hey,
Okay, why doesn't he have to worry about his proof of insurance? The reason is because police can look up on their police scanner whether or not you have insurance. It's only people they want to hem up and ticket and drag down to the dungeon who have to provide that proof of insurance. It would behoove you just to have that insurance in a laminated card. This is the way you should do it. This is how you should do it. You shouldn't do it any other way. You should have everything put together on a laminated card because they're still talking about it. And if this cop wanted to hem them up, he could.
I wrote your warning, okay? Hey, give you some advice, man. It's going to cause a lot of unwanted attention.
Okay.
At that front windshield tinted.
Okay? In Oklahoma, it's more common.
Well, it's common, but it's still illegal in Oklahoma. That's why I stopped you.
Oh, okay.
Oklahoma has the same tint laws as Arkansas. You have 25% on these two windows, 10% on the back, and the 5-inch brow. You get 50% on your windows with a doctor's excuse.
Oh,
the doctor can sign off for 50%, but you have to keep that in the vehicle. Okay.
Okay.
All right, slow down for a minute.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
So the copper stopped them so that he could check and see if he could smell anything, if he saw any packages in there that were wrapped. He was checking them out to see, and he pulled them over for tinted windows. How many times do we hear and see that? How many times? So, okay, you have to have a trifold in your car, and you have to get your license, registration, proof of insurance put together. Go to deletelaws.com, and get a trifold, get a pair of cop cards, get them in your car. Gloria, good to see you. Gloria's in the room. Walter, what is going on? So listen, if you guys could please go, if you have a Twitter account, please go to Team YouTube and YouTube creators and tell them that you cannot comment on my short videos. Try to comment on my short videos on this channel. If you can't, please go to Twitter, Team YouTube, and I'll put the link for this video in the chat that I showed when I initially came on tonight. I'll do that in the next break we have. Everybody has seen the video from Arizona, correct? Put a 1 in the chat if you've seen the video from Arizona. Have you guys seen, if you haven't, this little clip? I found some of the deposition, some of the cops testifying in court. Last night I was starting to look for it. I don't know, Dakota Wolf. Shoot me an email, dlzclips@gmail.com. I don't know. You still can't, you can't re-download them, print them out. You got the print at home one and then you couldn't print it out. So email me and I will figure that out for you. You guys have all seen this video, I'm sure. This video went super
because of an ABC 15 and
this video went super viral. And if you guys haven't seen it, then you're going to get caught up here. But then there it is, Swamp Fox News. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to have to start a new channel because they've completely and utterly hammered us here in South Carolina trying to help people out. God bless you, Ripple Effect. Thanks a lot, man. All right, let's get into this next video. If you guys haven't seen this yet, the civil rights lawyer covered this in great detail.
Several disability rights organizations and multiple state leaders are all demanding action because of an ABC 15 investigation.
We exposed the video showing 2 Phoenix police officers immediately going after a deaf man with cerebral palsy, then repeatedly punching and tasering that man. Tonight, our investigation into this case continues.
You'll hear directly from the 2 main officers involved, but before we get to that, we again want to show body camera footage of this full incident, so consider this a warning. The video lasts about a minute. It is violent and it is difficult to watch.
But the thing is they're showing this on ABC in Arizona during primetime news coverage. So if ABC primetime news is able to show this to the masses, then I should be able to show it on YouTube.
Watch.
Hey, buddy, stop where you're at. Have a seat. Tase him. Get your hands behind your back. Get your hands behind your back. Hands behind your back. Get your hands behind your back. Hold them. Move. Hands behind your back. Hands behind your back. Ultra X-ray taser deploy more units. Hand behind your back. Hand behind your back. One more.
Andy's got his knee in the back of his neck.
Your back. Hand behind your back. One more.
And he punches him in the back.
Hand behind your back. More. Hand behind your back. Hand behind your back. Hand behind your back.
Just sick.
Now. Hand behind your back.
Punching him again. Tasing him again.
And that takes us to tonight's story. Phoenix says the arrest is now under internal investigation.
Oh, it's under internal investigations. You know, they're really going to need to, this is going to require years of investigating. They're going to have to investigate this until 2026 or 2027. And while it's under investigation, they're not going to give any comment. And while it's under investigation, the officers will be on vacation, on a paid vacation. They'll be put on administrative duty being paid, but they don't need to go to work. It is so morbid. We're going to go back and watch that again, but let me hear what they say here.
But that hasn't stopped those officers from going to court, making sure that man was officially charged with assault and resisting arrest. Here's ABC 15 Chief Investigator Dave Biscopy.
We were in court for what's called a preliminary hearing. Basically, that's a hearing to decide if there's enough evidence for charges to go forward. And that means the 2 main officers had to take the stand under oath.
Since that day.
This is Officer Benjamin Harris, and this is Officer Kyle Sue. They're in court to testify against Tyrone McAlpin. He's deaf, he has cerebral palsy, and he's here for a judge to decide if there's probable cause for his arrest on August.
Do you think the judge is going to find probable cause for arrest? Put a 1 in the chat if you think this judge right here.
Cerebral palsy. And
Put a 1 in the chat if you think that judge right there is going to find probable cause to arrest Tyrone.
Here for a judge to decide if there's probable cause for his arrest on August 19th, 2024.
Have a seat.
So why did officers go after Tyrone? It's because a Circle K called about this guy. His name is Derek. And while Derek was being removed, he pointed at Tyrone walking across the street and claimed Tyrone had assaulted him.
And you didn't confirm Derek's story with any of the witnesses inside.
No. Why did you wait here for
Derek's story would end up being false. But in that moment, the officers decided to take Derek's word at face value, leave him, and go after Tyrone.
We already established that when you pulled into the parking lot and yelled at Tyrone, he didn't respond to you, correct?
Correct.
Did you check to see if he had headphones in?
I didn't notice.
Did you check to see if there was a reason why he couldn't hear you?
No.
Did you try to wave him down?
No.
During your initial interaction with Tyrone, you wrote that Tyrone raised his hands. Can you describe what that looked like?
Yeah, he raised them in a manner that appeared to me he was going to use them to punch me.
So he raised his hands like this?
No.
I'm so sorry. What did this dirty JBTP just say? This guy's a JBTP. Everybody knows what a JBTP is.
Describe what that looked like.
Yeah, he raised them in a manner.
He raised his hands. Take a look at Tyrone over here on the right side of the screen. He raised his hands as if he was going to punch him. Watch.
That appeared to me.
Looks like he's putting his hands up to defend. The cop is reaching out to attack him, and Tyrone is putting his hands up to protect his face. His hands are still withdrawn behind him. Fists are not closed. Fingers are extended.
Going to use them to punch me.
And then he did not punch at all whatsoever.
So he raised his hands like this?
And he's still not.
No.
Can you demonstrate again, please?
Yeah, he raised them in a manner that appeared to.
That's not true, though. That's not true. There's his hands right there. Let me zoom in on this bad chicken. So his hands are, he's got a hold of his phone in one hand. The other hand is literally limp wristed.
He was going to use them to punch me.
So he raised his hands like this?
No.
Can you demonstrate again, please?
Yeah, he raised them in a manner that appeared to be ready to strike me. So what that communicated to me is I was about to get assaulted, not that someone was giving up.
Now, is it
He's still not fighting. This guy's attacking him, and Tyrone is still not fighting back.
possible that Tyrone raised his hand to protect himself from your punches?
That's not what his body language communicated to me.
I'm asking you if it's possible.
I
Are
don't
you
know
saying
if
it's not possible?
I don't know if it's possible. So just underneath my ring finger at that.
If you've noticed the cast on Officer Harris's hand, it's because he broke his finger arresting Tyrone. And at the end of his testimony, the prosecutor asked Officer Harris how all of this could have been avoided.
The defendant had just put his hands down or said, I can't hear, or I need to write, or something like that. What would you have done?
I would have had him sit down, made motions with my.
I'm sorry. Forgive me. We're going to mute this real quick. You know how we do here on Team DLZ. I'm going to play this back at super slow motion, and we're going to listen to the beat. Can't hear it because I muted it, but we're going to go back. Tyrone's walking through the parking lot here. He's got his earphones in. He's talking to his girlfriend. And let's see. He's walking along. He doesn't. So the cop, just so you know, the cop pulls in front of him and cuts him off in the truck. So he goes the other way. He doesn't know it's a copper. He's engaged with his girlfriend on the phone. He jumps out of the, look at that. It's, the cop attacks him so quickly that there's no way to, it happen. It's in a milliframe. This is going frame by frame here at 0.25%. He has his hands extended to attack him immediately. And Tyrone never fights back. He never puts up a fight at all whatsoever. Never. That was just incredible what you're seeing right there. And now he's still, and the cop is inept. He can't attack anybody. He's such a beta boy. That cop is so beta, it's unbelievable. He can't take down a guy who is not trying to fight back at all whatsoever. I'm trying to get it so that we can see it in slow motion without. Okay, now they're punching him. Look, there's punch in the face. Now they're doing what they do, how they push your face down into the concrete. We see that all the time. Let's go back to regular speed so that we can hear the lying jackboot thug pig and his lying testifying here. And the prosecutor, of course, is leading him to say that, I wouldn't have attacked him if I thought he wasn't fighting me.
Asked Officer Harris how all of this could have been avoided.
The defendant had just put his hands down or said, I can't hear, or I need to write, or something like that, what would you have done?
I would have had him sit down, made motions with my hands to have him sit down, and then I would have gotten a pen.
You wouldn't have
paper and pen out for him.
You wouldn't have punched him in the head and knocked him to the ground and tasered him?
No.
Now, let's.
Wow. See, I mean, in my estimation here, this cop should be charged. He should be charged. He's lying on the stand. What's that called when you lie on the stand? What is that? What is that called when you lie outright on the stand? Can anybody tell me what that's called? Anybody? There's a particular word that when you lie on the stand, what is that called? I can't remember the word. I think it starts with a P. Does anybody? There it is. Tower time got it. Perjury. I just wanted you to dig into your own brain. When you commit perjury, this cop should be charged with perjury. He should go on the Brady list, just like Brandon Bork, who arrested me, is going on the Brady list. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable what we're seeing. And the judge is allowing this BS to be said.
And then I would have gotten a pen.
You wouldn't have
paper and pen out for him.
You wouldn't have punched him in the head and knocked him to the ground and tasered him?
No.
Now, let's get to the testimony from Officer Sue.
As I was going to pull in the park, I looked over and observed the defendant actively swing at Officer Harris, and then as I was putting my car in the park, I jumped out and ran over there.
Sue's body camera fell off, but during the arrest, he testified that Tyrone bit his hand.
Can you hold up your hand high so we can show the judge?
Let's get to the.
But let's start with this lie right here. He's lying. This is a lie. Why? It's one thing that they allowed the police and they've made it legal for police to lie to us. But it's another thing when this cop says what he says right here and he perjures himself under oath.
The testimony from Officer Sue.
As I was going to pull in the park, I looked over and observed the defendant actively swing at Officer Harris.
That is such a lie. Tyrone never took a swing at him. That is such a freaking lie. You're lying. You're sitting there on the stand lying. Tyrone never took a swing at anybody. He was minding his own business. And lying JBTP.
And then as I was putting my car in the park, I jumped out and ran over there.
Sue's body camera fell off, but during the arrest, he testified that Tyrone bit his hand.
Can you hold up your hand high so we can show the judge point where it was that he bit you?
Right there.
Okay.
There's no body camera footage that shows the bite. And here's what happened when Tyrone's attorneys asked the officer to go through the video.
Anyone in there?
Nope.
And stop at the moment when he says Tyrone bit him.
Right there.
The moment Officer Sue pinpointed is when the other officer's camera pans up and you can't see Tyrone. The defense asked Sue if it was possible that he cut or scraped his hand on Tyrone's mouth or the ground while choking him. But Officer Sue said no and denied using a chokehold.
Is that your arm there, directly around his throat?
The one on the bottom?
Yes.
That's my arm.
Okay. And that is around Tyrone's throat, correct?
Looks too hard to tell.
So how is this not a chokehold?
When I think of a chokehold, I think of two arms from the.
So he can only choke him with two arms? That's what he's saying? He's saying it's not a chokehold because he doesn't have both of his arms wrapped up in a choke? I don't see how he's saying this is not this is not a chokehold because he doesn't use two arms. This is, I mean, and look at the judge. The judge isn't admonishing him or.
When I think of a chokehold, I think of two arms from the same person.
In a bizarre moment, the prosecution then got back up to prove Tyrone bit the officer, first showing pictures, then asking for a demonstration.
Would you open up your mouth and stick your wrist in your mouth?
Say again?
Could you open your mouth and stick your wrist in your mouth and then pull it out to the side? Did you just cut your arm?
Objection, Your Honor. This is extremely speculative.
Oh my God. Let's. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm going to get a screenshot of this. I'm going to put this in my community post. This is how Tyrone beat me. He bit me. What was that video? Charlie bit me. Remember that video from the little kid at the dentist office? Can you do me a favor and bite your own arm? Look at that shot. What are we doing? What are we doing here in this country? He's going to bite his own arm on the stand to prove that Tyrone bit him. Hey, Swamp Fox News and Plead the Fifth. Thanks, you guys, for getting memberships for people. It's really beautiful that you do that. I appreciate it.
Would you open up your mouth and stick your wrist in your mouth?
Say again?
Could you open your mouth and stick your wrist in your mouth and then pull it out to the side? Did you just cut your arm?
Objection, Your Honor. This is extremely speculative.
And then pull it out to the side?
Sorry. I'm sorry. Let's watch it again. Hold on. Let's watch it again in slow motion. This is just the most ridiculous thing I think I've ever seen. I got to kill the volume or it'll sound really wicked and weird. Okay. Here it comes. Would you open your arm? He takes a look at his own arm. There it is. He's taking a bite. He's got a bite of his own arm. There it is. Now slide your teeth down your wrist. And that's how Tyrone did it to me. That's what Tyrone did to me. Oh my God. How ridiculously stupid. This proves that Tyrone bit me. Who else is laughing? Who else is laughing? My face hurts. You can see oh my goodness. He, like a piece of chicken, he bit me. He bit me. He did not. It's so ridiculous.
Did you just cut your arm?
Objection, Your Honor. This is extremely speculative and really doesn't.
Overruled. I just watched him do it. That's not speculation. Just demonstrate.
The judge overruled that. He didn't sustain it. He said that it's not speculation.
Really doesn't.
Overruled. I just watched him do it. That's not speculation. Just demonstrating.
Officer, did you just cut your arm when you did that?
I did not.
At this time, I do believe the state has presented sufficient evidence to establish.
In the end, the judge found.
Wow. Probable cause is when you have broken the law. And this judge is named Nick Saccone. Hold on a minute. And it says honorable. There's nothing honorable about you, Nick. There's nothing honorable about Dick Saccone. I mean, we should all petition this judge. What a piece of trash. What a piece of trash. The dishonorable Dick Saccone. The dishonorable Dick Sack is what this guy is. Where is he? There he is. There's the dishonorable Dick Sack right there. Let's petition this judge. I'm going to pull up the address to petition him before this day is over.
There was probable cause for the criminal case to move forward against Tyrone. The judge didn't give an explanation, but the ruling means Tyrone still faces felony charges of aggravated assault and resisting arrest.
Mr. McAlpin, this will conclude today's hearing. I'll have you stepped over to my bailiff just to sign for those release conditions, but good luck to you moving forward in your case.
Again, Phoenix is not commenting on the arrest because they say it's under investigation. But this case is a sensitive one. We've learned the DOJ is now aware of the case. And it's important to remember that the arrest happened after the DOJ released its historic investigation into Phoenix PD. And the feds say they want to put the department under federal oversight. I'm investigator Dave Biskobing, ABC 15, Arizona.
Dave's investigation will continue next week. We're going to have reaction from and demands from the NAACP, ACLU, and leading disability rights organizations.
If you would like to catch up on our coverage, we've got Dave's.
No, hold on one second. I want to look up contact Judge Nick Saccone in Arizona, mailing address. Let's see what we get here. Maricopa. There it is right there. There it is. Nicholas Saccone. Here's the address right here. There's the phone number. Let's see. How do you address a letter to a judge on an envelope here? Let's see what happens when we dig into this a little bit. Where's Dick Sack at? I don't see him in here. So I think we have it here. East Building 14. And this is Maricopa Superior Court. Okay, so address for Maricopa Superior Court. And we're going to, okay, Superior Court of Arizona in Maricopa. So it looks like we have it here. How about the address? There it is right there. The address is 201 West Jefferson Street, Phoenix, Arizona, right there. There it is. Maricopa County Clerk of Superior Court, 201 West Jefferson, 4th Street. This is the one that we saw earlier. So I think this is the one right here. Let's petition Nick Saccone. Here, let me put the address right here in the comments here. And the prick's name is Nick Saccone. And here's his address. And here's the mailing address to redress him that there was no probable cause. I mean, Nick, you're pretty much a piece of shit, dude. Like, Nick Saccone is hey, Swamp, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Let's reach out to him. And remember, when you petition a judge, be careful what you say. Listen, you're allowed to call him a dick. He's a dick, 100%. He said there was probable cause to arrest and charge him with felonies. That's unbelievable. There's the address right there. And then if you want, what I'll do is I will put a sample letter in my community tab as soon as this live stream is over. And then you guys can take a screenshot of it, print it out, and send that in. And I'll put to the Honorable Nick Saccone. We have to do it right. I mean, put a 1 in the chat if Nick is truly a jerk. If he's truly a jerk. If he's truly a jerk. Nick is truly a jerk. And remember, judges are no better than you and me. They go on Facebook, they go on Twitter, they go on TikTok, they go on Instagram, they gossip, they have a life, they do everything a human being does. Nick Saccone, the cop-sucking dick of a judge, we're going to redress that guy. That's what we're going to do. And Alan Hubb said it, be very careful writing a judge. So I'm going to put a sample letter in my community tab. Who knows how to get to the community tab? Put a 1 in the chat if you know how to get to the community tab. So I will do a sample letter here and we will address him. So I put the address. I'm so sorry. I put the address in here. Let me put it up on the screen if you want to grab it real quick. Take a screenshot, however you want to do it. There it is. Nick Saccone. And then here's the address right there. So I'll just grab this again and I'll put it up there this time. There it is right there. That's his name. That's his address. Write him a letter and redress him and tell him that you saw the hearing and you were disgusted that he would find probable cause and not sustain the objection. We're saying, oh, show us how he bit you. It's just so preposterous. It is so preposterous. We are living in a dystopian society. It is the absolute worst. And we're facing it right now. Hopefully it's darkest before the dawn right now. Hopefully it's darkest before the dawn. So then if you have a Twitter account, if you would please, I want to just pop this in here. If you have a Twitter account, please go to your Twitter account.
I'm walking right now. Put your hands all over me.
Take a look at this.
Don't fucking touch me, boys. What are you doing? Now you're going to...
So take a look. You can't comment on my short videos. See the thumbprint over here? There's a finger over here on the right side trying to comment on my videos, but they can't comment on my videos. So if you have a Twitter account, please go to Team YouTube and YouTube Creator and YouTube creators on YouTube. Watch. Can't comment on my shorts, which is totally insane. Totally insane. You see there? Cool. Thanks for the comments. Oh, can comment. Cool. So these, cool. Cool. I don't really care what you think, dude. It doesn't matter to me what you think. I know what I think and what I feel. So I'm gonna do it the way that I see. Some people can't comment. AMG is in here. AMG, what is going on? Hopefully things are going well for you. Hit the like button, people, real quick. Hit the like button real fast. Are you ready for the next video? Are you ready for the next video? So this was the video that I had. This was the thumbnail that I had on the cover of this particular video, of this live stream. And I want you to check this out, how the police pretend as though they are being hunted. It is unbelievable. No body cam sound right here.
Yeah, my name's Brad. I'm one of the Station 9 PFA volunteers. He's right there against that tree with an AR-15.
Yeah, AR-15. Okay.
King 301. They're saying he went westbound behind a tree with an AR-15.
Thanks, Mongoose.
Feel the fire's gonna be a little west.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you, Mongoose.
Edward Ocean Paul 149.
Almost unconscious. And then they must have rolled out the car and said, "Fuck this," and grabbed his rifle and went that way.
Okay.
Okay. They're between the trees.
One, he's wearing a black shirt, blue jeans. He's still walking westbound towards the cemetery. I cannot see the rifle from here. There's a ton of people walking around. I don't know if we can get those roads shut down. Okay.
All right, we're going to approach. I'm going to turn my lights off and we'll. Simple, if we could get somebody to block off the next road to the west. Looks like he might be drinking a beer as well. He's walking to the cemetery right now. Oh, shit.
One, he's pointing his rifle at us. He's pointing his rifle right at us. Okay.
Do you believe them? Because I have a hard time believing anything these coppers say. I just don't believe them, to be perfectly honest with you. Oh, he's pointing his rifle at us. Run and hide. I unless I see it myself, I don't believe the cops.
Is that him or you?
Shots fired.
Down.
Sam, too far. Are you shooting at our car? Rapid deploy SWAT.
I must have got hit in my arm or something. My right arm.
Okay, back up. Sam 204. I need a Bearcat to me now. Officer's been hit in the arm.
Listen, I'm not for shooting violence. I'm not for shooting police. I don't like cops. I don't respect cops. I don't respect the policies, procedures, and protocols. I'm not for shooting people. I'm not for it. I don't agree with shooting people. Some cops I hate. I hate a lot of cops. I'm still not for shooting people. I don't think shooting people is the right thing to do. I don't think that it's cool. I think that it's bad. I think that it's negative. I think that shooting people is a bad thing. AMG Stealth, thanks for the memberships. I'm going to scroll by and see if I can find that.
Okay. Throw a tourniquet on. Yep.
Brian?
Oh, fuck.
He's still behind the tree. Next thing I need eyes on the suspect. I can't see him. Okay, he's running to the cemetery. Hey, I need a car up to me now. I need a car up to me. 1734 to extract the officer. Suspect's running into the park. Car down there, but direct. Come to me now, immediately. Cross over the median. Hey, car that just came westbound. The suspect's behind you in the cemetery. Get him out of here. Go, go, go. Get out of here. Go, 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 go.
Boy, when one of theirs gets shot, when one of theirs gets hurt, when one of theirs has a bullet in them, they don't chain their arms behind their back and let them bleed out, because that's what they do to us. If the cop shot you in the arm, they would still put you in torture cuffs. And if you bleed out and you die, oh well, they don't care. But if one of theirs gets shot, quick, jump the median, put him in here, go, 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 go to the hospital. But if it's you that gets shot, you can bleed out and die. That's the problem. This is not justice. This is tyranny. And again, I don't want people to shoot police. I don't want people to shoot anybody. I don't want to see anybody get shot. That's trash. Shooting people's trash. Life's a long journey. People get better. People change. People grow. The duality of man is quite a conversation we could have. But the problem that I'm pointing out here is that cops protect themselves so well, look out for themselves so well, but not us.
Sam 204, I need all units that are available. Just start setting up a perimeter around the park. I need the Bearcat to me now. Hey, yeah, get down, get behind that tree. I don't know. I'll get some cover, man. He just shot up my car, and he hit one of our officers.
One of your officers is hurt?
Yeah, we got him extracted.
Do you want our SWAT team too?
We need more than one SWAT team here. The one SWAT team won't do. We need two.
I don't know, man. Give me just a second.
Okay.
See what you want. We worked on the west side of the cemetery and set up containers around the cemetery. We got 4 units here at Mountain, and
I'll start working on promises.
Hey, I got you.
Okay, hold on.
Thanks for your support, Diogi. I can't do it without your help. I'm getting hammered and I'm getting killed right now. Thanks, Diogi, for putting that up there. I definitely will need your support in the next coming months. They're absolutely killing this channel, and I appreciate it. I can't do it alone. If I'm going to keep doing this, I'll definitely need viewer support, and it just sucks. It just absolutely sucks.
We're set up
But
on
thank you.
the cemetery entrance on the east side of the cemetery.
Do you have anybody off the drone?
Sam 204. Suspect is a white male, blue shirt, blue jeans, carrying a rifle. Last seen westbound from Mountain into the cemetery.
Thanks so much, Tej. I appreciate that.
You want to try and?
I need the Bearcat to Mountain and Fry. Mountain and Fry.
Oh, I got eyes on.
I see him.
Go back. I see him 14. Past the channel. Zebra 311. We just saw him. He's running Eastbound towards us. He's on the eastbound side. Towards us eastbound. And Pat's so Patrick Carroll.
Okay, guys, get some cover.
We got a blue code coming this way. That's good. 442 to come in. I need somebody to drag you in the court. I need to block the you have anybody on the drone?
Okay, I see him. Careful, he's pulling back. Get some cover.
The tank is coming in. The Bearcat is coming. These cops are so scared.
He's right there.
Mills is in the park. He's pointing back at his rifle towards us.
Center of the park.
Okay.
He's going to be.
Look, what's this right here? Is that him?
That looks like him. Yeah, that looks like him.
No, every unit just hold this spot. Don't go into the park yet. You don't know where he's at.
Use these stones for cover, bro.
Yeah. 424, 287. We got eyes on him walking south through the park. No, though. Stand by. Shots fired. Blue shot away. Suspect fell down. We're not sure if we hit him or not.
287 shots fired. Suspect went down. We're trying to approach.
Hey, hold up, August.
Where you guys are approaching from the west.
You gotta stay down. Right here. Good range. He's laying down behind me.
Okay, let's get some cover here.
Last units. Where are you at?
We are west of Taft, approximately 40 yards from our vehicle, which is parked in the cemetery.
Okay, we're going to be approaching from Mountain. Just tell us which way to go.
424. We are field of fire to the east. If you guys are on Mountain, let's start heading south towards the golf course. We're about 20 yards north of the golf course.
Okay, but is he down?
Yeah.
Oh, here.
He fell after mine, so I don't know if it was.
Is the suspect down? I can't tell.
Do you have eyes on him?
Yeah. That bell. Ding, ding, ding.
Suspect is down, but we have not confirmed whether he's been hit or not. He hasn't popped up yet.
Okay, hold right there. Let's get the Bearcat here, and then we'll push up to him.
Yeah.
So Bearcat.
Okay, I need the Bearcat to pull into.
Not knowing if the armed suspect is hiding and preparing for their approach, officers await the armored rescue vehicle, await in the armored rescue vehicle so they can safely contact the suspect. Watch this. I think this is the most cowardly, bitch-ass thing I think I've ever seen.
I got gloves if you need them. I got
Send to a I got 3 suspects in custody. You can send medical down to the Bearcat.
Look at all of them. Look at all of them sitting in a Bearcat, afraid of one dude, terrified.
Send to a photo of once on the south. We're going to jump out of the Bearcat now.
Right.
Okay, hey, if he does anything, then let us know. We're going to pop out. No one. Okay. Okay, you guys ready? Yes, sir. My hands ready?
Yep.
Okay, I'm no movement.
Don't move.
Okay. Right. Go ahead. Hands, grab him.
The guy's gone. It's just so ridiculously preposterous. Look how they're walking up. Okay, let me just jump in here just for 1 second. Forgive me for interrupting, but put a 1 in the chat if you can see that that man has passed. It's pretty easy to see that the man's passed away. But yet, take a look at how the cops are walking up as though he is a kamikaze from World War II, as though he is the Vietnamese in Vietnam where we shouldn't have been, who have a grenade underneath of their belly and they're going to roll over and let a grenade off. We have not seen that in the United States. I'm sure it's happened once maybe, but he's gone. But they're going to walk up on this guy as though he is an active shooter. I think they even put him in torture cuffs. Does he look like he's passed away to you? I mean, does he look like he's gone? Put a 1 in the chat if he looks like he's gone. I mean, I'm not laughing at the dead man. I'm laughing at how ridiculous these cops are because they're still scared. Look at them over here on the right.
Right. Go ahead. Hands, grab him.
Put him in cuffs. Look at the left over here. He's gone.
We have another one.
He's dead. No way. No way. Who else is cringing? The guy's gone. And if he's not gone, they could try to save him. Go, go, go. Get the guy who's shot in the arm. Get him to the hospital quick. But yet there's a man who's unconscious, likely gone, but could have a heartbeat. And look at what they're doing. This is so ridiculous. This is so morbid and twisted. This is disgusting.
We have another one.
Clearly, he's dead. They're going to put a dead guy in cuffs. It's unbelievable.
All right, start CPR.
Start CPR as you cuff him? Start CPR before you cuff him.
First aid. Yeah. First aid. Okay, give a med bag in there. Coordinate this. All right, start.
This is so unbelievable. This is so unbelievable. It is a wonder that they're not screaming, stop resisting. So check this out. This guy's going to shoot a cop in the arm, which none of us agree with shooting police. We don't agree with shooting anybody. And then after the cops kill him, they're going to then put him in torture cuffs and pretend as though he's still a threat. It's so unbelievable. It is so unbelievable.
Right. Go ahead. Hands, grab him.
We have another one. All right, start CPR or first aid. Yeah. First aid. Okay, give a med bag in there. Yeah. Coordinate this. I'm going to check. You got a med bag in there?
Wow. So this guy in this video right here, he says, I'm scared of cops, bro. Suspect drags cops while fleeing from traffic stop. And so why do you think it is? The reason why this man is afraid of cops and he's going to drive away and bring a cop along with him is because of what we just saw. The policies, procedures, and protocols of these horrifically bad human beings who agree to turn their brain off and follow policies, procedures, and protocols that are absolutely vicious has to be stopped. Thanks for the super chat, Melissa. I can see some of you guys in the chat supporting me. I really appreciate it. I'm grateful. I'm grateful to Team DLZ. I really am. Thank you. It's just so unbelievable what YouTube has done. Cops will put you through the system and ruin your life. Who wants that? I certainly don't. It's just, were they doing CPR while he was in cuffs? Yes, they were doing So imagine, I'm pretty broad. It would be hard for me to chain my soldier, oh, did you order a hoodie? Did you order a hoodie, Diogi? If you ordered a hoodie, I sent you a tracking number. All orders come with the tracking number. Whether you order the cop cards or you order a hoodie or you order TRIFOLDS, every single thing comes with a tracking number. You now have a tracking number on everything. And I'm using United States Postal Service. I think it's about $6 for the cop cards, just the cop cards. If you order a TRIFOLD plus other stuff, it's $11. But now everybody gets a tracking number. Every single person gets a tracking number. Almost ended up in a wheelchair because one of these off-duty morons. Oh yeah, it's unbelievable what we're seeing these cops do to people. It is unbelievable. Now this guy's going to warn them. Now let me just say one more thing before we watch this. This guy is going to warn the cops that he's afraid of them and that he doesn't watch. This is unbelievable.
You don't have a choice. Hey, man. Dylan? All right, this is what I'm going to have you do. Do you have any weapons on you? No, I don't. Okay, I'm going to have you step out.
Hey, Diogi, when you got your hoodie, I think I threw in a couple TRIFOLDS for you, maybe a couple cop cards. If you get a hoodie, I give you some cop cards and TRIFOLDS with your hoodie because I'm trying to get rid of these. They don't do me. These cop cards sitting here, these don't do me any good sitting in my office. These don't do anybody any good. If I have these cop cards sitting here in my office, if I have these TRIFOLDS sitting here in my office, it doesn't do anybody any good. You have to have the TRIFOLDS and cop cards in your wallet and in your car. If it doesn't do me any good. So, Diogi, I'm pretty sure that the tracking number, cool.
And the reason why is because, let me ask you a question. Do you have a medical marijuana card?
I just got my car searched.
Do you or no?
No, sir. My car.
Why does your car smell like marijuana?
It doesn't, sir.
It does. There's a reason why I'm asking, man. It's not my first day, okay? This is what I'm going to tell you, okay? As long as you're cool, you stay cool, I'll be cool back. Fair enough.
Do you believe that? Put a 1 in the chat if you don't believe that.
Yes, sir.
I don't care about a little bit of pot. I'm not looking to jam you, my man. I promise you, okay? This is what I want you to do. I want you to be completely
scared of cops, bro.
No. Stop.
No,
have I been disrespectful at all?
No, but I literally just went through this like 2 nights ago.
Why did you get searched the other night?
The same reason you guys say my car smells like weed, and I don't smoke in my car. Okay. It might be me, but I don't smoke in my car, sir.
Dylan, is there marijuana in this vehicle? Yes or no?
No, there's not.
Now is your chance to tell me. Because if you're honest with me, I will work with you. Don't reach, man. Don't reach. Relax.
Right here.
Okay. No shit.
Right there, sir.
Okay. Is there anything else in there?
No, sir.
Okay. Hop on out for me, man.
I don't want to hop off the car.
You don't have a choice.
Stop real quick. Let me stop it right here real fast. Why doesn't he want to get out of the car? Because torture cuffs are always torture. What do black people know better than white people, know better than brown people? Black people know that when the cop tells you to get out of the car, the very next step for you is you go in torture cuffs. He doesn't want to get out of the car. He's willing to take his chance and drive away and face a felony than willingly go into torture cuffs and willingly be put into a dungeon. He's going to take his chances on running instead of knowing that he's going to be tortured, instead of having a very good possibility of being dragged down to a dungeon. That's why he run. I saw this comment the other day on a video. Someone said, Black people have been telling you guys for years and you didn't listen. You used to say, why are you running? Why are you running? Now we know why they're running. They're running because the torture cuffs are always torture. They're running because the dungeon is hell. I was just there for 4 months. It was hell. And so he would rather run than walk willingly into the torture cuffs and willingly be taken to the dungeon. He said, I just got pulled over the other day for the same thing. It's just so frustrating.
Is there anything else in there? Sure. Okay. Hop on out for me, man. I don't want to hop off the car.
Hop
You don't have
out.
a choice. He just hit me with his car. Get his vehicle out. Stay there.
He said he just hit me with his car. Let me see something. Did you see a cop get hit by a car here?
Is there anything else in there?
So let's see. Does this cop get hit by a car?
Okay. Hop on out for me, man. I don't want to hop off the car. You don't have a choice.
He did not get hit by a car. Why'd that cop just lie? He did not get hit by a car. Now listen right here. This cop is going to say that he got hit by a car. He just hit me.
He just hit me with his car. Get his vehicle out. Stay there. Stay there now. Stay there. Get on the ground. Get on the ground now. 974. It's a black male operator. I have his Florida ID with me. Just dragged me in his vehicle.
Are you injured? Can you rescue?
Does this cop have his gun out? Like he's gonna, what are you gonna shoot at? The guy's gone. Look at this. Holster your weapon, cowboy. Holster your weapon. There's nobody to shoot. He drove away. He didn't want to willingly let you put him in torture cuffs, which I understand, but I would not recommend you flee. There's 3 things you can't do. You can't run, you can't fight, and you can't miss court. Those 3 things. You can't run, you can't fight, and you can't miss court. If you do, the injustice industry will try to put you into a dungeon. But this moron has his gun out. Who are you going to shoot at, piggy? Who are you going to shoot at? And I think he told the girl over here, lay down or something like that. She said, I didn't do anything, though.
Are you injured? Can you rescue?
Yeah, start him for me.
2400 now.
Yeah, it's a silver BMW. White tinted out windshield. Black male operator. Loud muffler.
Oh, his foot got hit. He's saying.
Is there a gun in this car?
No, go ahead and search. I swear to God, you can have this.
Made a right on Cherry Hill from Tulip, from the Valerio. Hey, let's start setting up a perimeter.
I will.
Now, look, she doesn't want to be put in torture cuffs either. She hasn't done anything wrong.
Darren, down there. Down there.
What do you do? I want you to be completely scared of cops. No.
I'm scared of cops, bro.
No, have I been disrespectful or no? But I literally just went through this last, like 2 nights ago. Why'd you get searched the other night? The same reason I said my car's completed. I don't smoke in my car. It might be me, but I don't smoke in my car. What, Dylan? Is there marijuana in this vehicle? Yes or no? No, there's not. Now is your chance to tell me. Because if you're honest with me, I will work with you. Don't reach that. Go ahead. Okay. Okay. Is there anything else in there? Okay. I'll find out for you then. You don't have a choice.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. I'm so sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I believe that it was Team DLZ who I just put his comment up on the screen. I'm trying to find it again right now. Lying JBTP. You, my friend, may be clairvoyant. Watch this. Watch this right here. Let's go back here. He said he got hit by the car and to start paramedics for him. That's what he said. Go ahead and start him, he said. Okay, let's see. Let's take a look at his foot here. I'm sorry, that'll drive us nuts. Let me clear the sound. Okay, so let's take a look here. Okay, so he's this moron is trying to dig his feet in and stop a car from pressing forward. Okay, there's that. But now he said he got hit by the car. He did not. He did not get hit by the car. He didn't get hit. His foot does not go under the tire. I'm gonna be a little annoying here with how I do this, but I'm gonna get this. Okay, here's his foot and here's the tire. He did not get hit by the car at all. Oh my God. Oh my God. You gotta be kidding me. And then he's gonna say that he got hit by a car.
Stay there.
He's running.
Stay there.
How are you running on the foot that got ran over by a 2,000-pound car?
Hey, stay on the
Now he points the gun at her. Do you see that? Look at him.
Stay there. Hey, stay.
He's running with the cops always say running around waving your gun around.
Get on the ground.
Get on the ground. She's not driving the car. She's not involved at all whatsoever.
Get on the ground now.
Stay. Stay on the ground. Stay on the ground. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. Stay on the ground. Stay on the ground. Just lay it down.
Lay down. Just lay down. Just lay down. Just lay down on the concrete. Because we have a situation here, so you have to lay on the concrete. Team DLZ. Round of applause. Everybody, Team DLZ. Dude, you nailed it. Had you seen this before? Like, the cop... And then Kathy said that she had a broken instep and you can't run. Wow. Get on the ground. Lay down. Liar, 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 pants on fire, hanging on a telephone wire.
I didn't do anything. You're fine. Stay on the ground. No, just stay. I didn't do anything.
Yes, it's still W. White. Take it out.
Wow, I am just so blown away. Did you guys see that? He lied. That video was, let me see how old that video was. Okay, so this video is 2 years old. Authorities say body camera footage. Can you guys see this big? Let me open this bad chicken big for you guys. This says right here, authorities say body cam footage allegedly shows an officer holding onto a suspect car as he flees. The Port St. Lucie Police Department said the suspect told the officer he scared a cops pro before driving off when asked to step out of the car. Giving a cop your ID, then deciding to run is the dumbest thing. Okay, so Black Donald Trump, why do you think he did that, dude? He did that because he didn't want to go in torture cuffs. That's why. Man, if any internet sleuth wants to run this guy's name down and find out exactly what happened, I'd like to. Wow. I mean, he lied. The cop lied. The cop lied. Who else knew the cop lied? Because I didn't go into that much detail when I just watched this through real quick to show it to you guys. But that was unbelievable. I mean, that was unbelievable. And by the way, guys, send me body worn camera that is not redacted. If anybody can find body worn camera that is not redacted, I'm going to put it on my Patreon account. I have a Patreon account, Delete Laws. I never wanted to start a Patreon account. Unfortunately, as you guys can see from the numbers, I had to start a Patreon account. I have no choice. So, but wow, they are such liars. They're such liars. I mean, he lied. Can we just, you guys mind? I just want to listen to this. Just him lie real quick.
The same reason.
Okay, so let's listen to the audio here together real fast and see what the cop says.
Stay there. Stay there now. Is there anything else in there? He just hit me with his car.
He hit me with his car, which we know he's lying, and then they say, "Do you want an ambulance?"
In a vehicle now. Stay there. Stay there now. Stay there. Get on the ground. Get on the ground now.
Asking, man. It's not my first day. Cool. Oh, this is what I want you. Have I been disrespectful the other night? Oh, look, reach, man.
He just hit me with his car. In a vehicle now. Stay there. Stay there now. Stay there. Get on the ground. Get on the ground now. 974. It's a blackmail operator. I have his Florida ID with me. Just dragged me in his vehicle.
He dragged me.
Were you injured? Can you rescue?
Were you injured? Do you need rescue?
Yeah, start him for me.
Yes, start rescue for me. What kind of bozo clown world are we living in? Are you freaking kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? Start one for me? Gone to Soku. How do you say that properly? They were going for another target. He arrested her instead. Wow. Let's get to that part.
Now is your chance to tell me. Because if you're honest with me, I will work with you. Don't reach, man. Go back. Yeah, silver BMW. White.
We begin with a Detroit police officer accused of being on the wrong side of the law. Thank you for joining us for 7 News Detroit at 6. I'm Mike Duffy. While off duty, he's accused of repeatedly punching a man more than twice his age. It happened after a football game last year at Chippewa Valley High School. This is new surveillance video from that night. Here's 7 investigator Ross Jones with what the department is saying about the officer's conduct.
People versus Philip John Rodriguez.
A Detroit police officer had a court date this week over an alleged assault that took place more than a year ago.
Officer Philip Rodriguez was off duty at the time last October, attending a football game at Chippewa Valley High School.
Chippewa.
While there, according to police records, Officer Rodriguez's truck was parked where it shouldn't be, blocking an entrance used by the high school's marching band. After an announcement was made to move the vehicle, Rodriguez's girlfriend would. And when she did, she said she encountered a school employee who yelled profanities at her. The employee would deny using any profanity, but said he told the woman not to park there. 20 minutes later, surveillance camera captured this. That's Officer Rodriguez returning in his truck, and that's the school employee, a 64-year-old man who said Rodriguez asked him, "Do you want to say that to a man?" It was then, he said, that the officer shoved him, then punched him repeatedly, knocking him to the ground. The 64-year-old would tell police that while he was on the ground, Rodriguez punched him 5 times in the face. A woman who said she witnessed the assault reported pulling the officer off of the man and said the officer then shoved her. When Clinton Township Police...
Wow. So you're a copper, you swear an oath to uphold the Constitution, and then as soon as you have any kind of altercation...
5 times in the face. A woman who said she witnessed the assault reported pulling the officer off of the man and said the officer then shoved her. When Clinton Township Police responded, they said the school employee had a laceration on his face, along with dry blood and a swollen lip. Then last December, Officer Rodriguez was charged with aggravated assault and assault and battery.
He should be convicted because it's on camera.
Did you know about this?
Absolutely not. First time I heard about this is when you brought it to my attention.
Ricardo Moore is a Detroit...
What? Do you believe him? Do you
with aggravated assault and assault and battery.
Did you
know about this? Absolutely not.
Okay, do you believe him? That's the Detroit Police Commissioner. Do you believe him? Put a 1 in the chat if you do not believe him. Put a 1 in the chat if you do not believe that dirty police commissioner. He is not telling the truth. He said he did not know about this. Do you think he knew about this? Do you think that he knew about this? Hey, Commissioner, take a look. Dan Hanlon, I don't see Chevy. I don't see Chevy. Bruce, wow. I mean, look, take a look, Commissioner. All these people, liar, liar, pants on fire, says, what's the matter you? Jody. Yeah, and I'm not sure if you guys know this or not, but you have rights, cops have duties. We, Team DLZ, we crowdfunded $2,000 and bailed this gentleman out because they put him in jail because he simply defended himself against a jackboot thug pig. I'm sorry, it was a city worker, wasn't it? If I remember quite correctly. And he was charged with assaulting, battering a police officer, which is, I see you. I see you. I see you. It's funny. I saw your big blurb before I saw your little blurb. I just wanted to get it up there. Thanks, Yoel. Appreciate you, man. Melisa, Brendan. Wow. So none of us believe this cop here. None of us believe this commissioner. Not a single one of us. Is there any? Let me try it another way. Is there anybody in here who believes the police commissioner is? Put a 2 in the chat if there's anybody in here who believes the police commissioner. Anybody at all? I've been getting notifications that Chevy's uploading music. What's the matter? You send me that link for his channel. It's OTVO Mayo something. I'm going to show Chevy's channel in a second.
Aggravated assault and assault and battery.
Did you know about this?
Absolutely not. First time I heard about this is when you brought it to my attention.
Ricardo Moore is a Detroit police commissioner who reviewed the police report from that night, along with the surveillance video of the alleged assault.
If it was an issue where police needed to be involved, the officer would know to call the police himself, not take matters into his own hands and assault an elderly man.
Since December, Officer Rodriguez has been on paid administrative leave from the department. His father is a high-ranking official in DPD, captain of the city's 12th precinct. The department said that connection played...
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Let's not haze over this part. So this dirty cop right here who jumped out of his truck and attacked a 60-something-year-old guy
an unpaid administrative leave from the
He's on a paid vacation. Why is that?
department. His father is a high-ranking official in DPD, captain of the city.
His daddy, Captain Philip Rodriguez, is the captain of the Detroit Police Department, 12th Precinct.
City's 12th Precinct. The department said that connection played no role in Chief James White's decision not to pursue Rodriguez's pay. Instead, they said it was based exclusively on the seriousness of the misconduct and the feasibility of obtaining board approval for the suspension, not who his father is.
This is such a corrupt bullshit system. This is such bullshit. Sorry for the language. This is such shit. His daddy is the captain. This is such bullshit. God, man.
Officer Rodriguez has pleaded not guilty and is scheduled for a bench trial on November 19th. His attorney declined comment while the case is pending. Detroit police say they are monitoring Rodriguez's criminal case closely and that possible discipline could include termination. Mike?
Oh, but how many people think he'll get fired? How many people think he'll get fired? I just want to know, how many of you guys think that he'll get fired? I think there's a 0% chance that he gets fired. Absolutely 0%. I'll put it up there. That's so funny. Mongoose put 2 that he believed the piggy, and then Team DLZ put 2 that he believed the piggy, and then OTVR Meyer Midam. OTVO Meyer Midam. Hold on one second. Let me pull up Chevy's Songster channel that he has. OTVO Meyer Midam. There it is. This is the name of Chevy's Meyer Midon. Meyer Midon. Let's see if that pops up. There it is. So here's Chevy's channel where he creates artificial intelligent music. There it is right there. This is his channel. I'm going to drop a link for his channel if you guys want to hear some of the songs and the videos that he creates. Oh, there it is right there. Oh, he got the same thing.
Born deaf with cerebral palsy. I'll never face the streets so rough. Phoenix, Arizona, officers repeatedly punch. Taser deaf but not blind man who suffers with cerebral palsy. This year 2024 on August 19th, surviving life though times were tough. Stood tall against the winds that blew. A soul so strong, a heart so true. Oi, oi, oi.
A little bit of brevity here.
Sparked a flame that lit the night. Their voices rose against the fight. With his breath, the world to sway. Calling now for justice way. Pick up with broken hands after 10 head close. This head blows. Bam, 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 bam. Grand slam. Tyrone, look how pink, he's a legacy. Challenging our apathy. Marching through the pain we feel. Breaking chains that will.
Oh shoot, I'm nervous. I better stop. I'm a little bit nervous. I don't know if YouTube is going to say that that's copywritten music or not. I have no idea. Sorry. Hoodies are in stock, you guys, and I'll have large and extra large next week. At the end of next week, I'll have large and extra large. Get your Team DLZ hoodies. They are dope. I'm actually getting another round of large and extra large because so many people have emailed me. If you have a hoodie, put a one in the chat and let people know what you think of that hoodie, because I get the best top of the line hoodies that you can possibly buy. I don't skimp. I get the best one you can get because, oh God, that's so bad. I thought we should watch this video as well. This one is pretty egregious. What is going on? Everybody, can you do me a favor? Put OTVO in the chat. Let me give some shout outs to some people here. Jude, been a member 6 months. Oh, AI music can't be copywritten?
For steel, officer safety blue, torture cuffs to the blue dungeon keep. Ha ha ha, hoist the banner, blue tyrant gang police state. Stop resisting, you must stop my safety protocols, Ooh, you no can soon pick soy. tears we shed and words we speak, in memory of a man so meek. Now we rise to make things right. In his name we see the light.
Melena,
Yes,
Bill,
that taser
Gloria,
light. Zach
plead the
did, Zach
fifth.
did 4 times. Zap, 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 zap.
Tower Time,
Oh,
Stacy,
my,
Mongoose, Brent,
why?
Brandon.
Echoes in the streets arise from whispered hope to thundered cries. A world renewed by justice call. One man's
So
life.
this is Chevy's channel. If you guys want to check it out, I'm going to drop a like. And as you guys know, what I ask you guys to do is on any video you see of mine, drop a comment. Algorithm. And then Chevy's got a bunch of songs in here, and sometimes he even will put like Team DLZ members in here. Yes, we have no bananas today. Bait Car, Officer Foster Mom. Here's April Rain. He made a video for you, April. That's really sweet. Rami made a video for Rami. Tommy. Gloria, Team DLZ. What's the matter, you? What's the matter, you? Resistance is futile. There's a complying Borg. And what's the matter, you? Hurricane Relief. This is so cool. Do it again. Let's check it. Drophead. Okay, I'm sorry. I sometimes I get listen. Some of this stuff is so heavy that this moment of brevity here where we get to laugh, and we are such a tight group here. Yeah, Scott, shoot me an email right now. Go to DLZ Clips or Delete Laws right now. I will send you a trifold. At least email it to you so you can get it printed out. If somebody will buy a trifold right now, then I'll send Scott a free trifold in the mail. Matter of fact, Scott, if I can get one person in here to purchase a trifold, then I'll send you a trifold and I'll send you a pair of cop cards. So if anybody wants to purchase one trifold, and by the way, whoever purchases a trifold, I'll also give you a free pair of cop cards. Go to deletelaws.com right now, put your order number in the chat. And if you go right now to deletelaws.com and you buy a trifold, Scott, I need your full mailing address. And if we can get one person to buy a trifold, I will send you a trifold for free in the mail, including the $11 shipping and handling, because I cannot stand losing trifolds in the mail because the mail machines eat them. So can I get one person in here to buy a trifold so that I can send Scott a free trifold? Scott, I'm so sorry, man. I got out of the dungeon. I had spent $75,000 on lawyers. Team DLZ crowdfunded me over 50 grand. There's still a $20,000 difference. I didn't lay off any of my staff when I was in jail. We let 2 people go, so we still kept a few people on. And I had to use my savings to keep paying people. And so I'm sorry, Scott. I'm just a little bit down right now, but it won't last forever because we don't stop. We don't stop. We don't stop. Oh, Plead the Fifth's got to go. Thanks for coming, Plead the Fifth. Are you leaving? Are you taking off? Okay. Thanks, Plead the Fifth. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Love you. You're the best. You're absolutely the best. Plead the Fifth has put in thousands of dollars, literally thousands of dollars donated to people to get them out of jail, for their bail, for their rent, for their bills, people who've been cheated by the police. Plead the Fifth has put that money in. If you want to email me a video, send it to deletelaws@gmail or dlzclips@gmail, dlzclips@gmail. This is hilarious. Chevy, I love your channel. I'm sorry you're not here, but I'm glad you're making music and living your best life. Okay, let's get into the next video. Let's get into the next video.
Look at my ID. Look at my prescription. Look at my prescription. God damn it. Okay. Look at my prescription. Hang on. Get off of me. Hang on. What the? I didn't do anything. Hang on, bro. I just came out the doctor. Okay. And you attacking me. What the? Man? Bro. All right. I didn't do anything. Listen to me. I'm suing you. Listen to me. What the? Listen to me. I had hip surgery. Why are you on me? Listen to me. I just walked out the doctor. Listen to me. You have the wrong person. Listen to me. Listen to me. I just need to talk to you, okay?
Well, then why are you on top of him? If you just got to talk to him, then why are you on top of him? If you just want to have a conversation, then why didn't you have that conversation? But you didn't.
Hang on. Look at my prescription. God damn it. Okay. Look at my prescription. Hang
Look at my prescriptions, what he's saying.
on. Get off of me. Hang on. What the?
Okay, he's got a prescription of medication in that bag right there.
I didn't do anything. Hang on, bro. I just came out the doctor. Okay. And you attacking me.
No, Gloria.
Bro.
No, Gloria, that's the wrong email address. That is not my email address. Let me grab that and get that out of there. Gloria, see if you can remove that comment. Give me 1 second real quick. That is a troll who hijacked my email address. So that is not my email address, Gloria. That is not my email address. Let me get rid of that real quick. Sorry about that. You guys are going to hear some stuff in the background here, but let me get rid of that real fast. Thanks, Gloria. You got it. My email address is let me put it in here for you guys. So it's deletelaws@gmail.com or dlzclips@gmail.com. And by the way, we have upgraded the system. Not only am I sending everything with the return receipt now, when you order a product from deletelaws.com, you get an actual created profile. And if you have any problems at all, you hit a support ticket. And every day in the morning, I check any support tickets I have. And let me tell you something. Since I've been shipping with priority mail with a tracking number, I've had zero problems. The price went up a little bit because of the shipping, but it's worth it. It's worth it for me to make sure that you get your trifold. I'm still going down. I still have a box of trifolds that I'm calling people and emailing them and saying, hey, you didn't get your trifold, from when I wasn't using tracking. So it's really frustrating. But those are my email addresses right there. I think I put them in there. Here's my email addresses. That's how you reach me right there. Cool. I just wanted to make sure. That's okay, Gloria. Nothing but love for you, honey. I know you didn't mean to do that. Gloria is a delightful person.
All right. I didn't do anything. Listen to me. I'm suing you. Listen to me. What the? Listen to me. I had hip surgery. Why are you on me? Listen to me. I just walked out the doctor. Listen to me. You have the wrong person. Listen to me. Listen to me. I just need to talk to you, okay? I need to talk to you. I understand. No, you don't, because y'all on me. I didn't do anything. Tyrone. I need to talk to you, okay? I'm going to sit you up right now, but I need to talk to you. You're on my hip. Listen to me. You have the wrong person. I understand that.
Well, then get off of him. If you know you got the wrong person, then get off of him. Get off of the man. He just said he had hip surgery. Get off of him. He's telling you. You can see the pain in his eyes. You can see the frustration. Get off of him. God, what's wrong with these pigs? What's wrong with them?
You're on my hip. Listen to me. You have the wrong person. I understand that. So why the f*** are you on me? I didn't do anything. Hang on, bro. I just came out the
You're watching police body cam video of an encounter between Nassau officers and Tyrone Pfeiffer of Hempstead on December.
Watch them pull this old man straight backwards. He's an elderly man.
Hang on, bro. I just came out the
watch. Look. So sorry that it's Reddit.
You're watching police.
Look, he's gonna horse him to the ground.
Police body.
Why is he doing that to that guy?
Cam video of an encounter between Nassau officers and Tyrone Pfeiffer of Hempstead on December 22nd, 2021.
That morning was the worst day of my life. I was abused and accused of something that I didn't do.
The 63-year-old grandfather says he was wrongfully arrested in a case of mistaken identity. Now Pfeiffer has filed a $30 million federal civil rights lawsuit against the department and Commissioner Patrick Ryder, alleging excessive force, false arrest, and racial profiling.
I feared for my life.
It happened in Baldwin after Pfeiffer left a doctor's appointment. Pfeiffer says he was approached by police who were searching for a black male suspect involved in a case in the neighborhood.
Give me my phone. Look at my ID. Look at my prescription.
Pfeiffer says it didn't take long for the officers to determine he wasn't the suspect they were looking for.
44 seconds into this video, that sergeant who had the body cam should have said, "We have the wrong person. Take your hands off of him." Instead, they treated him like a piece of meat.
Pfeiffer says police tackled him, kneeled on him, and pulled him up by his arms. He says police charged him with obstructing governmental administration.
And it happens to Black people of color or nationality other than white every day.
No, whoa. I am so sorry. My heart goes out to you. You can see how upset it makes me. I'm screaming, "Well, get off of him, get off of him." I'm screaming like a freaking monkey over here, right? But what you just said right there, sir, is completely untrue. Put a 1 in the chat if this has happened to someone you know who is not Black or brown. Put a 1 in the chat if this has happened to you. Put a 1 in the
He
chat.
says police charged him with obstructing governmental administration.
And it happens to Black people of color or nationality other than white.
No, dude, trust me. I know that policing is inherently racist. I know that the 1704 South Carolina slave catchers were particularly created to enforce slavery contracts so they could be law enforcers enforcing the law. I get it. I understand it. However, this is happening to all colors of people. This is happening to every different color, race, creed, religion, gender, male, female, non-binary, trans, you name it. This is happening to all of us. So please don't. I can see your struggle, sir. And I do know that Blacks are 3 times more likely to go to jail than white people are. I know that. Those statistics are out there. I think it's even more than 3 times. However, this is happening. I mean, Justin, I was tased at my front door by a tyrant pig. Justin, are you white? It's happening to everybody. And I'm not minimizing how racist policing is, and it was created. Policing was specifically created for Black people in our country. Law enforcement was created for Black people so they could enforce slavery contracts. So I do understand. And Justin, it happened to him, and he is white. Yeah, Justin, I would love the body cam of that. You guys remember, send me videos, especially. Here's what I'm looking for: body worn camera that is not redacted. If you have found, I don't care if it's 20 years old. Wait. Oh, that's right. They didn't have body worn camera 20 years ago. It's going to be 10 years old. But this is, I know. Record tyranny. I totally agree. And that's also James Freeman's perspective, that he's documenting the downfall of America, which is fairly accurate. We're seeing it. They divide us by race. Don't let them do it. And this gentleman is falling into that trap, because I guarantee you that the majority of people here are not Black, and that it's happening to you and your family and your cousin and your brother and your best friend. It's happening to everybody. And Trump wants immunity for police, but I would rather see Trump get into office than Kamala, because it'll create more people who are indentured in holding police accountable. More people who are adamant, more people who are pressing, willing, more people who are pushing to hold police accountable, which is why I'm silently rooting for Trump over Kamala, because Kamala's just as bad or worse. But he will create a class of people that want to see police held accountable, because he's going to try to indemnify police. That's what I think. I'm not going to vote for Trump. It's not going to happen. I don't like Trump. I don't support Trump. But I do feel like him being surrounded by Elon Musk and by Robert Kennedy Jr., I think those are good things. Tej is a Black man, and he's a person of color, and he's saying himself, any way they can divide and conquer us. And this man here has drank the Kool-Aid. It's happening to all of us. I'm sorry. It just makes me upset when I hear someone say something like that.
With obstructing governmental administration.
And it happens to Black people of color or nationality other than white every day.
Pfeiffer says he was then forced to defend himself in criminal proceedings for over 10 months. Brewington says all of the charges were finally dismissed on November 1st, 2022, because Pfeiffer's legal aid attorney fought for him. Brewington claims Pfeiffer's case reflects a pattern of race-based policing in the county. Nassau Police declined comment, citing pending litigation. Pfeiffer says the encounter has left him living in fear.
It affected me so awful, so bad.
For Newsday TV, I'm Virginia Huey.
Wow. Just absolutely horrible. horrible.
Be sober in Tennessee and still be arrested for DUI.
If it happened to you, you may think body camera footage would capture it all to prove your innocence.
You would hope it would, but Chief Investigator Jeremy Finley uncovers what state troopers are allowed to do while they're recording you.
There's something that happens as Thomas Maness is about to be arrested for DUI. As the troopers go to the back of the squad car to talk, the audio is turned off. And that got us wondering, are they able to do that? Especially given that after Maness was arrested for DUI, his blood work showed he was completely sober, and now he's suing both troopers. So we filed an open records request and got the THB's body cam policy. Well, the first thing you read in this subsection is that body cameras are supposed to remain activated and not deactivated when, for example, someone like Maness is pulled over. But there are exceptions. Look, the audio can be turned off during communication with other law enforcement. It means what troopers talk about, if you're pulled over, you'll never know.
It's never necessary.
And that's a problem for attorneys like Seth Crabtree, who specialize in defending people charged with DUI, especially for clients who are sober at the time of their arrest.
If you're not doing anything wrong, you want that body cam rolling. It's a bad look, I think, for law enforcement to record an entire interaction with the public and their investigation and then kill the cam.
But there's something else we noticed in this video. At this point, the troopers are talking again, and the audio is turned off. But for almost 2 minutes, it doesn't come back on.
Oh my God, how much does that boil your blood? How much does that make you upset? And I'm only breaking this up for fair use policies and reaction videos. That's why I'm stopping the video here right now, because I have to make sure this is a reaction video because YouTube's doing everything they can to hurt us. So I'm just going to make sure I follow the rules completely to the T. So this makes me boil inside. Todd, I got your link. Thank you. And James, say hello to James. Good to see you guys.
Even as the trooper goes to inspect Maness's truck, as he talks to Maness, as he gets paperwork together. No sound. If you're wondering if maybe he just forgot to turn it back on, listen to what happens when a tow truck driver arrives. That driver asks if Maness had been drinking. The audio is turned off again.
Oh,
I think a lot of people think, hey, if a body cam is rolling, I'm protected if I'm innocent.
I wouldn't call it a loophole in the law, but it's a soft spot. There's no justification not to record that conversation.
Remember, this lawyer right here has to go in front of the same judges all the time. So he doesn't want to say anything that would hurt him in court.
Protected if I'm innocent.
I wouldn't call it
a
loophole.
I would call it a loophole. Would you call it a loophole? Because it looks like they created some legislation. And so I think it is a loophole. I think it absolutely is a loophole. Bree, I'm super frustrated today as well.
Law, but it's a soft spot. There's no justification.
And look at him. He's got a big chewing tobacco in his mouth. You know, let me tell you something. I was raised in a tiny little town in Alaska, really small. I think the population's 4,000 people today, and it was 2,000 when I was raised there. So this guy with that chewing tobacco in his mouth, I went to elementary school, junior high school, and high school with a guy named Chris. Chris chewed tobacco when we were in metal shop in 9th grade. Chris lost his jaw. His whole jaw was removed. And he walked around for a number of years, and he was deformed from having his jaw removed. And then Chris died. So before you go putting that chaw in your mouth and you know, from what I've seen now in all of my 50 years, that chewing tobacco kills you. No, I'm from the Kenai Peninsula, Raider Nation. Go Raiders! I'm from the Kenai Peninsula, a very small. The Kenai Peninsula is as big as Los Angeles County, but for population wise, it's very small. But this jackboot thug pig, he thinks that he's
not to record that conversation, other than it could hamper the office. It's called a loophole in the law, but it's a soft spot. There's no justification not to record that conversation, other than it could hamper the officer's case as they're building it.
I couldn't find anything in the policy addressing the last 2 moments of silenced audio. So I emailed THP's spokesman asking if maybe I was missing something. His response: with pending litigation, I won't be able to provide a comment on this case. Jeremy Finley, WSMV4 investigates.
Now, you should know, Attorney Seth Crabtree says Tennessee has no law that requires police departments to record body cam footage. If you'd like to see all of our sobering problem investigations, you can find them right now on our
This is the reason why I'm going to run for governor. I'm going to run for city council. I'm going to run for mayor. I'm going to run for president. I'm going to get into an elected office, and I'm going to change these policies through legislation. There's no reason in the world why we shouldn't be able to hear the body cam and see the body cam, even if you can't see it at the time or during the investigation. There's absolutely no reason. Chevy the Playboy is in the hizzy. Thanks, Chevy, for the super chat. God bless you, man. I appreciate your support. We went by your song page earlier today, and we listened to a couple songs. I didn't want to get too distracted because Team DLZ, all of us who are on team, put a 1 in the chat, or put Team DLZ if you are a member of Team DLZ and you have been here. Scott, let me check my back end and see if anybody, like I said, if anybody orders a trifold during this live stream, I will send Scott a free trifold. So I need one person to order 1 trifold, and I will match it by sending. And if you order 1 trifold, I'm going to give you the trifold, and I'm going to give you a pair of cop cards. I'm also going to give our friend Scott here, who is on a fixed income, I'm also going to give him a free trifold and a pair of cop cards. So that's what I'm trying to get done right now. So then I saw another video around this one. Thanks, Chevy. Good to see you, brother. Missed you, man. Earlier we were saying, need to learn things like to boil your blood as little as possible. Makes my blood boil too. If you keep feeding a content that boils your blood, you can't control it. It affects your health. I know, Ivan. I'm doing really well. My blood pressure is down. It was 126/83. My last few measurements. As soon as I got out of the dungeon, my blood pressure dropped dramatically. I want to show you, though, another video that I saw in relation. Remember, put Team DLZ in the chat if you are a member of Team DLZ and you have been here for a while.
Task force was.
I want to show you guys this.
Anything to drink tonight?
Not tonight, no.
Not tonight. Okay. Well, one of the things that we do is we ask people to both do this thing. Okay.
Caitlin Ebner crossed the line and got pulled over on her way home from work.
Blow real hard and blow until I ask you to stop. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. You can stop.
No, she wasn't drinking. All tests for alcohol came up empty.
When's the last time you smoked marijuana?
Oh, I don't do that. I can give you a drug test right now.
You don't smoke marijuana?
I do not.
Okay.
No.
All right. Well, you're showing me indicators that you have been smoking marijuana. Okay.
I didn't realize that you could get arrested for something that you didn't do until it happened to me.
Watch your wrist for me. I don't want to pinch you.
For marijuana?
No, ma'am, not possession unless I find it in your car. I believe that you're impaired by the marijuana that you smoked.
Before you felt those handcuffs closing over your wrist, did you understand just how serious this was?
I didn't understand. As soon as I took that breathalyzer, I thought I was going home.
This time you're being taken into custody, okay, for DUI drugs.
The waitress spent the night in jail and had her alcohol server's permit revoked because of the DUI arrest. After 4 months, prosecutors dismissed all charges because her blood test came back completely clean.
You had to spend months and thousands of dollars proving your innocence.
I did.
When's the last time you smoked weed?
I don't smoke weed.
You don't smoke weed?
No, not at all.
The same thing happened to this college student 2 weeks earlier on Good Friday.
Well, I believe you have, okay? I need to borrow your arm real quick, okay? I believe that's why you were failing to maintain your lane and driving halfway on the ramp when I was behind you.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on, sir.
Give me just 1 second. Give me just 1 second.
You're arresting me.
That's correct.
I didn't understand. I'm like, why are you arresting me? Like, what did I do? He said DUI of a substance. I'm like, what?
You arrested me because you think I smoke marijuana?
I believe that you're impaired by cannabis. Yes, ma'am.
Sir, I don't smoke weed. Is there a way you can test me right now?
Princess Umbamara was also jailed and fought the DUI drug charges for half of 2016.
So the blood test comes back. they tossed the case.
I remember my lawyer trying to talk about a deal. I was like, what? I'm not taking a deal. I didn't do anything. I want like my life back. Can you reverse time?
Can you stick your tongue out real big?
Months later, it happened a third time to this Auburn student.
You can beat the rap, but not the ride. She wants the ride taken back.
You're giving me indicators that you have consumed marijuana, so you're being placed on arrest for DUI, okay?
The prosecutor filed this dismissal of the student's DUI drug charge 5 months later. Defendant performed well on field sobriety evaluations, and blood and urine were negative. 3 DUI drug arrests, 3 tox screens negative for marijuana, 1 police officer. Cobb County's T.T. Carroll. Documents show Carroll is one of the highest rated and best trained officers on Cobb County's legendary DUI task force.
Well, you're showing me numerous indicators.
He's a certified drug recognition expert.
Well, I don't believe you're telling me the truth, okay? I don't believe, because I'm seeing some involuntary indicators that you've consumed marijuana.
One of 250 Georgia officers who've gone through this intensive month-long training. A drug recognition evaluation involves a dozen observations that allow officers not only to pronounce a driver is on drugs, but to identify which of 7 types of drugs are in their system.
Marijuana. How do I look at somebody and say marijuana?
There are involuntary responses of the body that we can observe that would suggest impairment of marijuana.
He did these techniques that he was taught, and he determined you were on something you weren't on.
Yeah, unfortunate for me.
Because he's ingested marijuana. That's what my training suggests.
Officer Carroll relies on his drug recognition expert training, but in these 3 dismissed cases, he didn't do the full DRE evaluation after the arrest. The standard protocol requires all 12 steps to be complete, yet any police officer can make a DUI drug arrest on fewer observations.
If I establish probable cause, and I believe that based on my training, that's why I put the handcuffs on you. Several indicators.
Okay, so when I do a drug test, I'll be free to go, correct?
You're going to jail, ma'am. Okay, I don't have a magical drug test that I can give you right now.
But he just did the magic drug test that resulted in your arrest.
They're ruining innocent people's lives.
Caitlin Ebner filed an internal affairs complaint against Officer Carroll. Cobb County investigators exonerated the officer and doubted Caitlin's innocence, insisting the marijuana could have already metabolized out of the blood.
They said, yeah, we see this happen all the time. The test results come back wrong.
So the test results were wrong.
Yeah, that's what they said, that the test results were wrong. And also, if I had a urine test, that it would have came back positive for drugs.
But Caitlin got her own urine test the same week as her arrest. The urine test was also negative for marijuana or other drugs.
This training is so powerful that they believe they can detect drugs that a blood test will not detect.
Wow, unbelievable. Again, I'm just interrupting because it has to be a reaction video. I'm following the rules of YouTube. But what do we always hear? More training. Oh, you don't need a punishment. They just need more training. And this woman, look at her, she's crying. And the other woman is saying, but I don't do any chemicals at all. Her test came back completely negative. Thanks, Melisa, for the memberships. I appreciate it. Chevy, thank you. I appreciate it. Stomper, I didn't even see you come in here, Stomper. Where are you at? I see Stomper in here somewhere. Stomper is a member of Team DLZ, been around for a long time. Thanks, Stomper, for coming in. I appreciate it, man. So every time you hear the cops say more training, this is the training they're talking about, that they are clairvoyant and they can just tell. So that means right now, if you drive down the road, the cops can pull you over and say, oh no, I know that you've been smoking. And so now I'm going to arrest you. That means if you're an activist like myself who has smoked before, but don't smoke now, well, then they can just arrest me. And if I've smoked within the past 30 days, then it's going to show up on your analysis. And then, of course, I must have been driving at that time. It opens up a very, very slippery slope that we got to take this on.
They believe they can detect drugs that a blood test will not detect.
It's extremely surprising. That's my life that they're playing with.
Cobb County Police Department.
Last week, Cobb County's DUI task force was awarded a trophy by Mothers Against Drunk Driving.
1,696 DUI arrests.
And Officer Carroll was given a silver medal for 90 DUI arrests in 2016.
he put dozens of actual convicted drunk drivers behind bars last year. But if he got 3 people who were innocent behind bars having to defend themselves, how does that balance out for you?
It's something I have to carry for the rest of my life.
What did I tell you?
They are suing the Cobb County Police Department in this federal suit.
For right here, Fortnite Clips has it exactly correct. What do I say? If they arrest you for a DUI, they get bonuses, promotions, a pizza party, accolades, medals. They get medals. You saw that. They get a medal around their neck. And then his logic is that, love you, Wanda. Thanks for coming. His logic is that if they just get a few in there that are bad, if one person is arrested incorrectly, if it's a bad arrest, even once, then the policy, procedure, and protocol and the training needs to be changed. Absolutely needs to be changed. This is an unbelievable report. Great job.
They are the same drivers we showed had negative blood tests for marijuana, despite spending months defending themselves against DUI charges.
I want to ask you a question, okay?
Okay.
When's the last time you smoked marijuana?
Oh, I don't do that. I can give you a drug test right now.
You don't smoke marijuana?
I do not.
Okay. You're giving me indicators that you have consumed marijuana, okay? Because I'm seeing some involuntary indicators that you've consumed marijuana.
3 DUI drug arrests.
Are you arrested because you think I smoke marijuana?
I believe that you're impaired by cannabis. Yes, ma'am.
All 3 blood tests negative for marijuana. The charges were eventually dropped, but the lab results took months, and still the Cobb County Police Department insists its officers can detect marijuana in drivers that a crime lab cannot.
Can these blood tests be trusted to convict a driver if they can't be trusted to exonerate a driver?
That's a fair question. And that certainly is a topic that needs to be debated with expert personnel, medical personnel.
Cobb County's new police chief, Michael Register, is not named in the ACLU lawsuit, but he is overseeing changes to his department's policies as a direct result of our investigation. All 3 drivers suing the police were jailed overnight. Now Cobb County is releasing drivers suspected of marijuana impairment and delaying formal charges until the blood tests come back.
We certainly want to protect the citizens on the roadways of Cobb County by getting a suspected impaired driver off the roadway. But we also don't want to make an unnecessary arrest on a citizen.
The 11 Alive investigators uncovered the clean drug test by reviewing dozens of DUI arrests by the same drug recognition expert officer. We manually checked 85 cases through court records and found multiple dismissals. 3 were nearly identical. The 3 drivers who are now suing the police department for wrongful arrest.
They're kind of treating him like the human drug-sniffing dog. He's the drug whisperer. He can see impairment in people that other officers can't see.
I think that they think that because he has so many arrests. One day I'm going to go and get a real job and people are going to be able to Google my name and see that I was arrested for drugs that I didn't do.
And that's Caitlin Ebner, one of the 3 plaintiffs in this case. We did talk with the police chief before this lawsuit was filed, but it's really not just Cobb County. Tonight on the late feed, we're going to actually show you dash cam from a professor down in South Georgia who nearly lost custody of his 2 young children because of an over-the-counter Tylenol PM he had taken the day before he was stopped. Wow. That is at 11.
And there's so many medicines these days that people are taking, for an assortment of ailments that you can't really tell what it will be on their bodies. I mean,
and the way this
we
works,
have become a culture of that.
Exactly. And the way this works is if they find anything in your blood and they saw you touch the yellow line, one is proof for the other and you are DUI.
Wow.
And months later, it's still getting sorted out.
Months later, it takes the GBI crime lab that long. And in the meantime, you're guilty till proven innocent.
That's amazing.
Real quick, I just wanted to give a shout out to a couple people. Thank you for on Chevy. Thanks for the PayPal. Kimberly, thank you for the Cash App. I really appreciate it. Gary, thank you for the PayPal. I really appreciate it. And there was one more person I want to say thank you to. Team DLZ is Sandy. Sandy, who's in here. Thanks, Sandy, for the PayPal. Just absolutely amazing. And Gloria, you guys are just, thank you. It's really humbling being a leader of this group because you guys are all, it's just such an amazing team of people. it just, I'm thank you for your support.
You don't smoke marijuana?
I do not.
Okay. You don't consume any marijuana, nothing like that? I don't. Well, I believe you have. Okay, I need to borrow your arm real quick, okay?
The drug recognition expert did not believe these drivers.
Are you arrested because you think I smoke marijuana?
I believe that you're impaired by cannabis. Yes, ma'am.
All three gave their blood to prove their innocence.
Can I take a drug test? Anything, please?
The charges were dropped months later when all three blood tests came back negative.
As far as the individuals unjustly arrested, I think at the time of the arrest, the officer felt that they were making a just arrest.
Will you submit to the state administered chemical test of your blood and urine under the implied consent law?
That test also came back negative 10 years ago. Cobb County Police have known about this problem for at least a decade. Lab tests for marijuana are notoriously unreliable for proving or disproving impairment. Studies show there's no amount that affects every user the same way. Internal affairs investigations show Cobb County consistently questions negative lab results, not its drug recognition experts.
The officer's opinion based on his training is more accurate at detecting impairment of marijuana in a driver than the blood test. Is that your understanding?
We have to base our ability to prosecute on the threshold of the law. And when the evidence or the circumstances does not meet that threshold, then the person should not be prosecuted.
Publicly, the department announced a policy change after our investigation, no longer jailing suspected cannabis-impaired drivers. But privately, Cobb County was in damage control. In an internal email, an official wrote, the department has taken quite a negative PR hit because of this story. Our Facebook page has been blowing up with tons of negative comments.
It's time you're being taken into custody, okay, for DUI drugs.
Right after our story and a full year after Caitlin Ebner's arrest, Cobb County had the crime lab check her blood a second time. The GBI was asked to use a more sensitive test for the components of THC. Again, the crime lab reported negative across the board.
Did they ever apologize?
Nope, they never apologized. Officer Abbott did say, I know you don't trust me, but I'll always be there for you. And my response was to put me back in jail again for something I didn't do.
Lieutenant Greg Abbott, head of the DUI task force, was praised by county officials for this 5-page internal memo attacking our investigation, falsely claiming we allowed Caitlin Ebner to lie on camera. Those 3 cases fit Keefe's narrative that Officer Carroll was making bad arrests. He wrote that there were no other negative blood tests for arrests by this officer where the drivers denied consuming marijuana. 85 arrest reports. This is what the Cobb County Police Department gave us when we asked for every DUI arrest Officer Carroll made in 2016. But Officer Carroll made 90 DUI arrests last year, not 85. Yet the Cobb County Police Department had no problem reporting every arrest to Mothers Against Drunk Driving, for which Officer Carroll received a silver medal last year.
A silver medal. He received a silver medal. How absolutely unbelievable.
So why, when we asked for every arrest, were 5 reports missing?
I'm going to ask you a question. I need you to be perfectly honest with me, okay? When's the last time you smoked weed?
I don't smoke weed.
You don't smoke weed?
No, you can drug test me. You can make me paint a cup. I don't smoke weed. I have a kid. So.
This is one of the cases Cobb County didn't tell us about, shown here for the first time.
You're giving me signs of ingestion of marijuana, okay?
Young mother Brittany Penwell, a 4th arrest by Officer Carroll.
Most people tell me that they don't, but ma'am, I believe based on my observation that you have consumed marijuana, okay, to the point it's made you an impaired and less safe driver, all right?
Her blood test also came back negative, her case dismissed and automatically expunged. Back in March, a police captain certified in writing there were no other reports excluded due to expungements. The department gave the 11 Alive investigators this drug recognition log for Officer Carroll, with much of the toxicology blacked out. But we obtained this unredacted copy shared internally among commanders. Hiding behind those redactions, Penwell's negative drug test and yet another negative tox report for a 5th marijuana arrest, dismissed for no traces of marijuana in the blood. 2 more negative tests, hiding behind Cobb County's black marker. Yet the DUI task force commander told his superiors we picked the only 3 cases. Lieutenant Abbott wrote to his new chief before our interview, why are we still speaking to this dishonest guy?
Lieutenant Abbott commands a unit that has the power on a single officer's opinion to lock someone up, if he is willing to alter the facts to fit his case in a written document, an official document, how can we trust him to not alter the facts in a case that might result in someone losing their freedom?
I've always known him to be an honorable person and a good officer.
What a load of poop in your pants. I'm going to stop it again so we can react to what he's saying. This is a reaction video. What a load of crap. I've always known him to be a good officer. Like, what are you talking about? Put a 1 in the chat if you do not trust these cops at all. Manny had a great question. He won the silver medal for giving all those DUIs. What do you get for a gold medal? And then Tony said here, I believe that if a cop can lock you up on bullcrap charges and they were wrong, they should get charged for ruining an innocent person's life. I totally agree. I totally agree with you. Love that you are here, Team DLZ. Thanks for coming, brother. Love Gloria. Absolutely love you guys, man. This is, it's insane, Jody. It is absolutely insane what we are seeing. It is unbelievable. And this cop right here, he asked a very valid question.
To alter the facts to fit his case in a written document, an official document, how can we trust him to not alter the facts in a case that might result in someone losing their freedom?
How can we trust that he will not alter the facts for his case and someone will lose their freedom? How can we trust? That was the question to this JBTP chief of police. That was the question. And listen to how this jackboot thug pig chief responds to that question.
I've always known him to be an honorable person and a good officer.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? We don't trust him. Put a 1 in the chat if you don't trust him. We don't trust you. We don't trust him. We don't trust you. We don't trust police. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? People are losing their freedom. People are getting put in chains, taken to a dungeon, strip searched, fingers up their butt. Turn around, squat, cough, pull up your nutsack. Open your mouth. Run your fingers through your hair. I've always known him to be a good officer. What are you talking about, dude? You're so full of shit. It is absolutely unbelievable.
I've just seen way too many videos of cops, but you're not black. Remember, we only kill black people. Yeah, we only kill black people, right? All the videos you've seen, have you seen white people get killed?
This is the DUI Task Force commander in a video that surfaced shortly after our interview with the chief. Lieutenant Abbott retired in lieu of termination.
Remember, we only kill black people. Yeah, we only kill black people, right?
So ridiculously preposterous. So ridiculously preposterous. So, listen, what I did, I just want to give you guys a little 411 here, a little bit of 411. A couple of things. I emailed Hunter. What I'm trying to do right now is I need somebody to buy a trifold so I can give Scott a trifold. You got to get a full price trifold that I ship to you in the mail. Go to deletelaws.com and get a trifold. Put your order number in the chat, or because Hunter, I'm going to refund you. I got to be able to cover the cost. So if someone will buy a trifold, I will send Scott a trifold for free, 100% for free. I can't do it without you guys. I absolutely need your help. I absolutely need your support to be able to keep getting these out. When I got out of the dungeon, I laid in bed in the dungeon and I thought to myself over and over and over, man, you know, my goal is to get a trifold in every single car in America. I got out of the dungeon. I lowered my prices down to $12, right? That lasted a little while. My business manager last night went absolutely bananas on me and said, you're not going to have enough funds to order no more trifolds. So I want to get a trifold in every single car in America where people invoke their Fifth Amendment right. That's what I'm trying to get. And Scott wanted I can send you one, Scott, but I can't send it priority mail. Then I'm afraid it's not going to go through. I can send it to you, not priority mail, without a broccoli wad rubber band. How's that? Because then it only costs me a few bucks. And I can send you one out like that, Scott. You'll have to get your own rubber band. How about that? That's what I'll do to make sure you get it.
Sir, would you mind stepping back here for me, please? I'm going to pull him out and check his sobriety. Okay. Are you on any medication or taking any medication for anything? None at all? No. You had anything to drink tonight? Okay.
A college professor arrested for DUI.
Now this time, do me a favor, put your hands behind your back.
In front of his son and daughter.
How old are your children?
12 and 10. I'm Lieutenant Chapman with Garden City PD. Is this your dad?
I'm placing you under arrest for suspicion of DUI. Let's save drugs, okay?
Well, he's being placed under arrest right now, and I'll explain everything to your mom.
The fact that my kids had to watch all this thing was just very, very distressing. I didn't have a chance to explain to them, what was happening. They only saw me being put in handcuffs.
Your father's going to be treated very well, okay? He's going to be okay. Okay, there's just a problem with his driving.
Police tried to play it down like, oh, we're going to treat your dad nicely and he's going to sleep in his own bed tonight. But my kids, forever, they're going to have to live with the memory of seeing their dad put in handcuffs, right in front of them.
The professor is still so traumatized he doesn't want us to use his name. Garden City police charged the father with DUI drugs and 2 counts of child endangerment because his kids were in the back seat.
Hi.
2 convictions for child endangerment would have been, you don't see your kids, they go to either your ex-wife or foster care.
Right. In the back of my mind is really the whole time, I know that I'm innocent and I didn't endanger my children in any way.
Your husband has been placed under arrest for suspicion of DUI drugs.
What?
Yes, ma'am.
Even my ex said, I know that he wasn't doing anything to endanger the kids, and I know that he doesn't do drugs or anything like that.
You're the wife, ex-wife?
Ex-wife, yes.
He's going to be under arrest for DUI, okay?
But he doesn't drink.
For medication.
The blood test came back positive for 1 drug, Tylenol PM, specifically diphenhydramine, the active ingredient in the allergy medicine Benadryl. Either of these over-the-counter pills can impair a driver worse than alcohol, but only 4 to 6 hours after taking one.
I had taken a Tylenol PM 19 hours before the arrest was made.
Indeed, the GBI crime lab detected the Benadryl in such a small amount it was consistent with a single dose taken a full day before the stop.
They wanted me to go to a lesser plea and go to DUI school.
Because of a Benadryl you took
because
almost
of a Benadryl.
24 hours earlier.
Yeah, this was the next day, the next night, not even the next day, the next night.
Is this driver innocent of DUI?
Well, he is now. I mean, the court dismissed the charges against him.
Garden City Police Chief David Lyons.
Did you hear that? Is he guilty of DUI? He was stone cold sober. And listen what the chief of police says.
Next night.
Is this driver innocent of DUI?
Well, he is now. I mean, the court dismissed the charges against him.
What a jackboot thug pig. Again, I'm breaking this up for the rules of YouTube that this is a reaction video. So we're reacting to this. Jennifer Hill, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I do have it right there. Jennifer and Jeff both ordered a trifold, Scott. So I'm going to send you out that trifold with the cop cards. And I'm going to send it priority mail with the tracking number with a rubber band. So thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate you guys. Team DLZ, we don't stop. This cop is a jackboot thug pig. Yeah, and as far as, so Miguel came in and said he didn't get his trifold. So let's see if Miguel is going to come through with an order number. We get some of these kinds of things once in a while. So, I mean, it is what it is. God bless you guys. Let's keep going. I'm just making sure we do a reaction video properly here because I want you guys to see this video.
Garden City Police Chief David Lyons, who once led Georgia's Association of Chiefs of Police, says the officer's opinion is the only tool approved for detecting drugs pre-arrest.
If it's alcohol, you can do an intoxilizer and no
On the
immediate.
spot. On the spot. For DUI drugs, no such thing. Some tool that I have beyond an educated guess that you're impaired or not.
It's like a guessing game. Well, maybe the drug test will turn out something.
The officer did not have a crystal ball. He had no way of knowing what the drug test would reveal weeks or months into the future. The GBI crime lab takes an average of 7 weeks if testing for drugs alone, and nearly 3 months if testing for alcohol as well. In the meantime, the future for the accused is unclear, and their world is turned upside down.
Beautiful.
I know that when you go to a doctor, you get results from lab tests.
I mean, absolutely beautiful reporting. Jennifer Hill, Sandy, thank you guys for the support. I really appreciate it. God bless you. This is such beautiful reporting.
Future for the accused is unclear, and their world is turned
upside down.
You know, I know that when you go to a doctor, you can get results from lab tests 2 or 3 days at the most. But, you know, here, because it has to go to the GBI and all this stuff, it's going to take 3 months to get your lab tests back.
You may not get a definitive answer for weeks or months.
Exactly.
Sir, would you mind stepping back here for me, please?
So the only drug detector available in the field is the officer himself.
What I have you do is put your back towards my patrol car and just face me.
You could have gone to jail and lost your kids over the opinion of a police officer.
That's right.
State records show the arresting officer completed advanced roadside impairment training in.
Look at the training. Look at the training. The training is they created an acronym, Advanced Roadside Impaired Driving Enforcement. What that is they then will come out and say, oh, I've been trained. I'm a certified expert. We use advanced roadside impaired driving enforcement. It's such a crock of P-O-O-P. It is such a crock of shit. I shouldn't have spelled it if I was going to say it, but I just want to be 100% honest. This is a crock of shit. Advanced roadside impaired driving enforcement. And now this jackboot thug pig right here is going to say how he's been trained and he's an expert and he can tell, he can size you up and say that you are impaired. It's just not true. It is just not true. It is such a lie. Random Country got it right there. James Forbes, I'm with you. I'm laughing my ass off. Jeff has got it. Pigs, pigs, pigs. Just so unbelievable what we're seeing in our country. And this is the norm.
Including drug detection just 15 days before stopping the professor.
If you give someone a hammer, everything starts looking like a nail.
Absolutely.
Is there a human element once you get advanced training that causes you to see things that are either there or not there?
I don't have an answer for that. I would, that argument could probably be made that I have this new training and I'm going to go out and show the world that I know how to do all this stuff and I'm going to take advantage of my new latest toy. Maybe.
It's not a toy. Not, well, let's go pull them out and check the sobriety. Let's go see what we can find. It's like somebody's life you're dealing with.
Garden City police stand by their arrest. They even pointed to a nearly undetectable amount of Ambien in the blood test, so small it couldn't be measured by the GBI lab.
I don't have to be perfect. I have to be reasonable and I have to have probable cause.
When they lose in court, nothing happens to them.
They have nothing to lose, and the citizen has everything to lose. Their name, their reputation, their lifestyle.
In the end, the professor didn't lose the case, his job, or his kids, but he lost something else, his trust in the system.
I'm placing you under arrest for suspicion of DUI, less safe drugs, okay?
These people are supposed to be protecting, saving lives, and they're messing up lives. They're ruining lives.
I'm not in the business of ruining somebody's life. We are put in a position of getting impaired drivers off the road. At the end of the day, we did our job.
If they arrest 10 people and 8 of them are positive, who cares about the 2 innocent people?
That's right. That's right. Except the 2 innocent people.
This time you're being taken into custody, okay, for DUI drugs.
My name is Caitlin, and it happened to me.
It happened to me. Well, I believe you have, okay? I need to borrow your arm real quick, okay?
It happened to me.
Innocent people arrested for driving on drugs.
It happened to me.
Our investigation shows this is not limited to one arrest or one officer.
I'm placing you under arrest for suspicion of DUI, less safe drugs, okay?
It's a nationwide phenomenon.
It happened to me.
It happened to me.
So you're saying that you don't smoke marijuana?
It happened to me. It happened to me.
To me.
To me.
To me.
To me.
To me.
What is so troubling about these arrests to you?
We have police officers arresting innocent people and throwing them into jail based on a training that is completely unreliable and it's based on junk science.
Yeah, it totally is. And so this is the thing. Tej, I'm interested in your research. You can email it to me at Delete Laws. I definitely want to see what you came up with. And this is a good time for me to explain to you guys. When I was in jail, I came out of jail. I lowered the price of my TRIFOLDS down to where I couldn't really order new ones without, I'm not a mathematician. I don't have a business degree. And I lowered them down because I wanted everybody to get a TRIFOLD. But this is the part where I'm going to teach you something. You invoke your Fifth Amendment right, and then if they say do this test, you do not do the test. If that jackboot thug pig is going to arrest you, he's going to arrest you. What you need to do is make sure that you have it on camera and that you invoke your Fifth Amendment right. I do not agree to any searches or seizures. If he says, I think you're impaired, you don't answer that question. You don't say anything. Where are you going? Where are you heading? I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent, backed up by your camera. Listen to what I'm teaching you now. This might save you what all these people went through. It happened to me. It happened to me. It happened to me. We just saw it. Invoke your Fifth Amendment right behind your camera. You don't have to be aggressive or hostile or rude like I have been in some of my videos. You can say, officer, respectfully, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. Please don't ask me any questions. Now, if he asks you another question, then you say, officer, you're violating my rights. And then you stop talking. If he tells you to get out of the car, then your trifold is designed for you to have to step out of the car. As soon as he says get out of the car, you simply flip your so this is the front, this is the back. Flip your trifold open just like this and say, I understand I have to get out of the car, but Turner versus Driver says that I have a right to film police. Violating my First Amendment right will abolish your qualified immunity. The law is I have to get out of the car. So I will get out of the car, but I don't agree to searches and seizures. Just like that. And if he says, hey, walk this line, hey, touch your nose, you say, officer, I've invoked my Fifth Amendment right. Don't ask me to do anything because you're asking me to do something. That's why invoking your Fifth Amendment is so important. It's so important. Or you're going to end up like one of these people on a video saying, it happened to me, it happened to me. And I sat here and I warned you. I've sat here for almost 3 hours now explaining to you, you have a right to remain silent. Use it. And you have a right to film the police. Use it. If he orders you out of the car, you do have to get out of the car, but that doesn't mean that you have to take any tests. I do not consent to searches or seizures. That's it. Nothing more to say. That's it in total. Show the trifold to the copper, show the camera to the trifold, show this video to the judge. That's how it works. And even on video, we saw the Arizona deaf man with cerebral palsy. It's on video. The judge still said there was probable cause. So you're going uphill. You're battling uphill.
Sean Young and the ACLU of Georgia are suing the Cobb County Police Department on behalf of the 4 drivers we discovered in our investigation.
Hey, my name is Officer Carroll, Cobb County Police.
Are we talking about bad police officers or are we talking about bad training?
We're talking about police departments, teaching them how to be these so-called drug recognition experts and telling them that they need to start pulling people over and throwing them into jail based on the results of this completely bogus methodology.
That methodology has been validated by multiple studies, but most were funded by the same federal agency pushing the drug recognition expert program. Some independent studies have concluded a DRE's opinion of drug impairment is not much better than flipping a coin. In order to graduate, drug recognition experts are tested using 12 real-world intoxicated subjects in jails or rehab facilities. They are not required to evaluate a sober person as part of that test group.
I'm seeing indicators that you've consumed marijuana.
They hit the streets, having seen drugs in every suspect they've evaluated.
Can you stick your tongue out real big at me?
What's troubling to me is that these police officers are being told that they can now conduct medical examinations on random people by the side of the road. I wouldn't trust my own brother to do a medical examination on me because he's not a doctor.
You do not take any tests for the love of God. I don't care if you're Muslim or Christian or Buddhist or Hindi. I don't care. For the love of all that is holy, for the love that all that is good, you do not consent to taking tests. You invoke your Fifth Amendment right, then you stand silent. If he tells you to get out of the car, you got to get out of the car. Unless you want to get arrested and challenge Pennsylvania versus Mims, which you could do because an officer has to believe that you're armed and presently dangerous to him. If you can prove with your camera that you're not armed and presently dangerous, you can fight that. But you still do not take any tests. And if you do decide that you're not going to get out of the car because you can prove on camera that you're not armed and presently dangerous, you could get arrested, and then you'll have to be a freedom fighter. And you're going to lose in district court. Everybody knows that, right? You lose in district court. District court is to test your resolve. Federal district court is to test your resolve and see if you're willing to fight up to the circuit court. Trust me, invoke your Fifth Amendment right, invoke your Fifth Amendment right, just like that. I invoke my Fifth Amendment right, and then film everything. Film everything. Get it on deletelaws.com with a Z. Go get one right now. You have to have it.
There are documented visible indicators in drivers who test positive for marijuana. Red eyes, pupils not dilating or recovering normally, raised taste buds, and a coating on the tongue. But all of those symptoms can be caused by something else, totally benign.
Stick your tongue out real big.
The officers believe they're seeing impairment because they're taught to see it.
Now, when I tell you to begin,
They learned from other officers and former officers who have been certified as DRE instructors.
Rebound. Some of the most pronounced I've seen in a while.
Here is the video of the infractions resulting in the traffic stops that landed all 4 drivers in jail. A touch of a lane marker. One straddled the line while deciding between 2 exits.
You're halfway in the middle of the ramp when you're driving, okay?
Because I was trying to see if I should go straight to 85
Right.
or straight to 75 right here. You can check my car. You can do whatever you need to do.
No drugs or drug paraphernalia were found. The officer's opinion alone was enough to justify a DUI drug arrest, even though in 3 of our 4 cases, the drug recognition expert did not do the full DRE evaluation.
All of the certification studies were done on doing this full protocol, this full evaluation, but the officers don't need that under the law to make an arrest. They need probable cause, which is a much lower standard than 12 steps.
And probable cause requires that police officers use some kind of meaningfully reliable method of detecting whether someone has committed a crime.
It turns out drug recognition officers get it right in the vast majority of full 12-step DRE evaluations. In the last 3 years, Georgia DREs completed toxicology tests on 507 drivers suspected of marijuana impairment. 430 came back positive for THC. That means 77 drivers tested negative. The highest trained DUI officers in the state got it right 85% of the time.
Then it's flawed. If even one single person is being chained, shackled, and dragged down to a dungeon, then the procedure is done wrong. You cannot imprison one innocent person to get 9 bad ones. You simply can't. It creates a tyrannical country, and that's what we're dealing with now. This is such crap.
DUI officers in the state got it right
85%. That means 15% of the people who were arrested were wrongfully arrested, wrongfully taken to the cage. Once again, this is a reaction video for YouTube.
5% of the time.
You can throw statistics at our clients all day. What they know is that they were thrown in jail overnight. Some of them have never been arrested ever in their lives. And they now have to answer for an arrest record for a crime they didn't commit for the rest of their lives.
Officers have learned the DRE training allows them to see all they need to justify an arrest without completing the full post-arrest evaluation to confirm it. No one is tracking those cases for accuracy. The arrests of Caitlin Ebner, Kunle Oriomi, and Princess Umbamara and their negative tox screens aren't in any federal database because DREs are required to report only full evaluation opinions.
It happened to me. It happened to me. To me. To me.
This slide is part of the DRE class in Georgia. No drugs detected. Instructors tell their officers when this happens to you, and it will, it's important that you don't let yourself become discouraged. The laboratory is not perfect, and the toxicologists won't always be able to corroborate your opinion, even though your opinion may be accurate.
When someone tells you you're an expert and puts you through this training, do you blame the officers for thinking they have these powers?
Yeah, they're going to be led to think that they are now an expert in whatever training they went through. But this piece of paper, this printed certificate, it means absolutely nothing.
And courts in some states, such as Florida and California, do not allow prosecutors to use the word expert when referring to certified DREs. They're called drug recognition evaluators or examiners. Dozens of the new DREs just hit the streets in Georgia, funded by a special grant from the governor's office for highway safety.
You know, I'm a former prosecutor, right? And that's the way I kind of see the world sometimes, but I'm uncomfortable with that 85% number. that the best of the best in doing this only get it right 85% of the time?
When it comes to marijuana in Georgia, that's correct. I mean,
well, and hold on a minute. Hold on just for 1 second real quick. As you guys know, Mary Jane will last in your system 30 days or more. So that means that some people could have been arrested who smoked Mary Jane a week ago, and it's going to come back as a positive test because there's some traces of THC in your system. Nobody supports impaired driving. I mean, nobody here supports impaired driving. Nobody. I don't support impaired driving. You don't support impaired driving because we've seen the damage of what happens when you are impaired and you drive. Everybody knows the damages that can happen. But that 15% number, are they including traces of THC from somebody who may have smoked? What if you smoked yesterday and then you get pulled over and take a test and it comes back positive, but you hadn't smoked on that day? For example, if you get pulled over and get arrested on a Saturday, but you had smoked on Friday, is it going to come back and say that you were impaired? We don't have the proper testing apparatus to be able to test for people. I mean, I agree with Brick Jonesy here. Brick Jonesy has a channel, y'all, if y'all want to get over to his channel. There are no reliable DUI, DWI tests. Tower Time, thank you. I forgot to say thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate you picking up a trifold. Tower Time got a trifold the other day. He just got another one for Scott, which is just crazy. Just crazy. So if you smoked 28 days ago and you get tested, is it going to come back that you were driving impaired? These are fair questions to ask. So I just want to make sure that we're clear here.
I'm uncomfortable with that 85% number, that the best of the best in doing this only get it right 85% of the time.
When it comes to marijuana in Georgia, that's correct. I mean, they're getting better every year. Last year, they were 87%. But what if you're in that 13%? The community is still saying maybe the drug test was wrong. The cases were dismissed, but they still think in many cases those people were actually impaired because the DRE said they were.
All right. And is there any money in this whole thing? Is there a money trail?
Yeah, we wanted to follow the money. What I can tell you is that a lot of times these drug recognition expert officers and DUI task force officers, their raises are tied to the number of arrests they make, not convictions, arrests. And that can result in a merit raise. And there used to be a grant for all of this, where basically the number of arrests a department made, arrests in general, they could get federal grants. That has finally been changed to where now it's a more quality-based system than a quantity-based one. We're going to stay on it.
All right, absolutely. Great reporting. Thanks so much.
Wow, absolutely incredible. I mean, that was an incredible report. That was an absolutely unbelievable report. And that's why I wanted to show it to you guys. That's why I kept stopping it and doing a reaction to it, because reaction videos are perfectly fine if you show the video, as long as you give a reaction to it. So YouTube is trying to kill this channel. So I'm doing everything I can to make sure that I follow all of the rules. Crave, if you're gonna get a trifold, I'm gonna give you a pair of cop cards for free. I have a bunch of cop cards in stock. I have a few thousand of these in stock. And so anybody who gets a trifold, I'll give you the cop cards for free. You're welcome to buy them if you want in the bundle, but I'll give you a pair of cop cards for free for anybody who buys a trifold that I ship to you. I got to make sure, not the print at home one, the one that I ship to you. So Crave, I appreciate it, man. Get over there and make sure that you get a trifold, get it in your car. It comes with the broccoli wad rubber band, a tracking number, and I send it priority mail, so you have a tracking number. It looks like, Greg, it looks like you were correct. Do you guys remember? About 30 minutes ago, some guy named Miguel came in here and said that he got a trifold before I went to jail and that he didn't get it. Do you see? Where's that trifold at? Where's the order number? Where is that? I'll check PayPal right now, Sandy. Thanks, appreciate it. So yeah, if you guys want me to read any comments and you PayPal, Venmo, or Cash at me, I will read those comments out loud for you. No problem. Right there, Sandy just donated another 20 for someone else for a trifold. So absolutely amazing. Thank you, Sandy. I appreciate it. You guys shoot me emails. And remember, what I'm looking for right now are any body-worn camera, police cameras that are not redacted. No redaction. If you find body-worn camera on the internet, Sandy, you're a mensch. Actually, you're female. So is a female a mensch as well? I'm not quite sure, but I want to make sure if I know that or not. Okay, let me check my email and make sure I got your information, Scott, because I am going to send out a trifold for you. Let me check DLZ clips as well. Did you send it to Delete Laws or to DLZ clips? I'm not quite sure. Let me share something with you guys real quick. Oh my goodness. This is really funny, you guys. I mean, I find this very funny. Getting this email, I think is one of the funniest things ever. Hold, you just bear with me for 1 second. Let me find the page that it is on. There it is right there. Here it is. You guys see that? I have 9,000 emails, but this one right here says, after manual reviewing your video, we've confirmed that it isn't suitable for all advertisers. As a result, it will continue to run limited ads. The name of the video is I Was Arrested Again by Butthurt Cops. Well, shoot. Well, shoot. Oh, okay, so what the hell are you talking about? Scott, I don't have it in Delete Laws. I'll check DLZ clips. But watch this. This video is not suitable. What's wrong with this video?
Yeah, look at their hands all over me.
You're right. We're escorting you.
Don't fucking touch me, boys. What are you doing, bro? Now you're going to jail. For what?
You had 30 fucking warnings. You won't shut the fuck up and listen.
Each and every one of you jackboot thug pigs will be listed in a federal civil rights lawsuit.
You crossed the crime scene tape already, sir.
Continue walk over here. I have it on video. Okay.
Once you pass this brick wall, just cut through the parking lot.
Go ahead and arrest me and find out how quick I sue your ass. I've given you a lawful order. Let's start walking out.
We're escorting you, sir.
Don't fucking touch me, boys.
Let's go.
What are you doing, bro? Now you're going to jail. For what?
The torture cuffs on my wrists. They leave you in cuffs in the jail, and it hurts. It just leaves this cold pain on your hands.
Because you're not fucking listening. You're obstructing.
Get on the ground, sir. Get on the ground, sir.
My wrist is broken. All right, relax. Relax. Don't pull away.
Almost every time I got arrested previously in my lifetime, when you get out of jail, you break down crying because you're treated so inhumanely. Let's
Mr. President, we actually.
I'm walking right now.
So you guys just saw, I got an email that said that this video is not suitable for advertisers. Show me what is wrong with this video.
Look at their hands all over me.
You're right. We're escorting you.
Show me.
Don't fucking touch me, boys. What are you doing, bro? Now you're going to jail. For what?
You had 30 fucking warnings. You won't shut the.
I won't shut. So he said that. I didn't say that.
You had 30 fucking warnings. You won't shut the fuck up and listen.
Each and every one of you jackboot thug pigs will be listed in a federal civil rights lawsuit.
You crossed the crime scene tape already, sir.
Continue walk over here. I have it on video. Okay.
Once you pass this brick wall, just cut through the parking lot.
Why is this video not suitable?
Go ahead and arrest me and find out how quick I sue your ass. I've given you a lawful order. Let's start walking out.
We're escorting you, sir.
Don't fucking touch me, boys.
Let's go.
What are you doing, bro? Now you're going to jail. For what?
The torture cuffs on my wrists. They leave you in cuffs in the jail, and it hurts. It just leaves this cold pain on your hands.
Because you're not fucking listening. You're obstructing.
Get on the ground, sir. Get on the ground, sir.
My wrist is broken. All right, relax. Relax. Don't pull away.
Almost every time I got arrested previously in my lifetime, when you get out of jail, you break down crying because you're treated so inhumanely.
Drop your pocket.
So this is on Harvey Freebird's channel, and I believe that Todd sent this to me. Harvey Freebird is a First Amendment auditor, and he has this video that just came out. It came out how long ago here? This is 8 months old. So let's check this bad chicken, and we're going to get into the details of this one right here.
You dropped it. Behind you. Right there. You almost stepped on it.
What about
your pocket? Your right pocket. Right behind your foot.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You dropped it.
What I dropped?
Your pocket.
Hey, sir. How do you pick up food truck? Hey, sir.
You got it.
Can you get out of the median?
Can I get out of the meeting? What law is that?
Huh?
What law is that? Am I breaking the law?
Well, you're standing in the middle of a median. It's a part of a highway, so you have to get on the sidewalk.
It's the public right of way. You see the telephone pole?
If there's a sidewalk provided, That's the transportation code. You have to be on the sidewalk.
There's no sidewalk provided, so I can
That's
be on
right
the side
there.
of the road. What about the middle of the road?
It's right there.
What's your name and badge number?
Okay. Then
Are you
you're
threatening me with arrest?
Yeah. Put your hands behind your back. I just told you that there's a sidewalk provided.
Not in the middle of the road?
No. Yeah, you can't be in the middle of the road. You have to go to the sidewalk.
You see those light poles right there? That means it's public right of way. Oh, turn this thing up.
Oh, there it is. X.
Here, you want to take that down? Yeah.
So Harvey, okay, I'll let him say it.
I agreed to a settlement for when I told Sergeant Gaynor he dropped his pocket and he got butthurt, put me in handcuffs, stuffed me in the back of his car, drove me to the jail, brought me into the booking room, and Captain Miguez called him and ordered him to release me because News Now Ninja called Captain Miguez and informed him what was going on and sent him a link of the live stream. If I hadn't been live streaming, I probably
Who did that?
it's me because News Now Ninja
News Now Ninja.
called Captain Miguez and informed him what was going on and sent him a link of the live stream. If I hadn't been live streaming, I probably would have had to spend the night in jail.
Without the live stream, he would have been held in the dungeon. Let's watch it again and break it down slowly here.
Drop your pocket.
You dropped your pocket. So that's the whole thing he said. He said you dropped your pocket. That was Harvey Freebird's. That was his entire crime. Was he said you dropped your pocket.
Drop your pocket. You dropped it. Behind you. Right there. You almost stepped on it.
What about
your pocket? Your right pocket. Right behind your foot. You dropped it.
what I dropped?
Your pocket.
Hey, sir. How do you pick it up food truck? Hey, sir.
You got it.
Can you get out of the median?
Can I get out of the meeting? What law is that?
Huh?
What law is that? Am I breaking a law?
We're sitting in the middle of the median. It's a part of a highway, so you have to get on the sidewalk.
It's a public right of way. You see the telephone poles?
If there's a sidewalk provided, that's the transportation code. You have to be on the sidewalk.
There's no sidewalk provided, so I can
That's
be on
right
the side
there.
of the road. What about the middle of the road?
It's right there.
What's your name and badge number?
Okay. Then
Are you
you're
threatening me
under
with arrest?
Yeah. Put your hands behind your back.
Wow. Scott, I got your address. So that took 50 seconds. And Harvey Freebird was arrested for teasing a cop and saying that he dropped his pocket. That was his, wow. Wow, that's absolutely insane. I think it's hilarious. I think this is absolutely hilarious. This is so funny.
Drop your pocket. You dropped it. Behind you. Right there. You almost stepped on it.
What about
your pocket? Your right pocket. Right behind your foot.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You dropped it.
What I dropped?
Your pocket.
Hey, sir. How do you pick it up food truck? Hey, sir.
You got it.
Can you get out of the median?
Can I get out of the meeting? What law is that?
Huh?
What law is that? Am I breaking a law?
We're sitting in the middle of the median. It's a part of a highway, so you have to get on the sidewalk.
It's a public right of way. You see the telephone poles?
If there's a sidewalk provided, that's the transportation code. You have to be on the sidewalk.
There's no sidewalk provided, so I can
That's
be on
right
the side
there.
of the road. What about the middle of the road?
It's right there.
What's your name and badge number?
Okay. Then
Are you
you're
threatening me
under
with arrest?
Yeah.
Wow, that is absolutely insane.
Put your hands behind your back. I just told you that there's a sidewalk provided.
Not in the middle of the road?
No. Yeah, you can't be in the middle of the road.
Wow, that is absolutely insane. Wow. So let me show you guys something else real quick. Does anybody here have a Twitter account? I'm going to reach out to YouTube again on Twitter. Harvey, I'm really sorry that happened to you, man. That's a real shame. That's a real shame. I want to show you. Does anybody have a Twitter account? Can you go to Twitter with me, go to Team YouTube and tell them that they have my channel all messed up. They're making it so that I can't, Well, let me share with you guys exactly what people are sending me and what you guys are what we're seeing here. Juliana Walters sent this to me, and it says, "Here's a pic of the YouTube main page. When I click on the other pics, it shows up with a blurred message that you can't comment on my shorts. Something went wrong." Wow, this is insane what YouTube is doing here. This is unbelievable. I don't know what that is. But look, so let me share another thing with you guys here. So this is how you reach YouTube. This is how you reach YouTube. Here is X right here. So you guys can see this here. And then if you want to report this to Team YouTube right here, I'm following them here. And then I'm going to drop the link for Team YouTube here. And can you let them know here's the link for Team YouTube. It's in the chat right here. Let's go to Team YouTube here. No. Oh, so you can't. Is that right, Jennifer? You can't comment on any of the shorts either? Wow, this is crazy. Yeah, Paul, that's exactly what's happening. This is insane. So you go to Team YouTube right here, and then you go down here and you comment and you say, hey, my channel shorts, sorry about that, are not working. How do I get a hold of these people? I'm going to go back to Team YouTube here, and real quick here, that's how you reach out to Team YouTube. Let me see if I can send them a message here. Let me see here. I cannot. Okay, so here oh wait, let me do it like this, you guys. Okay, there it is. Okay, cool. So this is the can you guys see that, what I'm doing over here? Okay, you can. I just posted on X on Team YouTube. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sandy. Please fix my channel. Yeah, this is totally, completely, and utterly screwy. It's. Should I say where to email him? You can email me at dlzclips or deletelaws@gmail.com or dlzclips@gmail.com. I do have your address, Scott. Let me be double sure that I have your full mailing address, Scott. Okay, let me see here. Let's see if I got it. Double check. Sorry about this, guys. I just want to make sure that I have Scott's email address or Scott's full mailing address. I want to make sure that I have it. I did just have it. Scott, make sure you email me at dlzclips and at dlzclips@gmail.com. Shoot me an email right there. I guess I'm going to work on this problem I have right now. I've been on for a little over 3 hours, but it's the censorship document. Okay, so you were able to comment on one of my shorts. Amazing, Greg. Thank you so much. I'm not sure. This is my email address right there, deletelaws@gmail or dlzclips@gmail.com. So Scott, make sure that you get me your full mailing address. Okay, cool. So Greg was able to comment on one. Chainsaw Cat, what is going on? Okay, can anybody else comment on any of my shorts? Okay, so you were able to comment as well. So some of you can comment and some of you cannot. That's what we're dealing with today. So, wow, that's just absolutely incredible. I'm just so frustrated with this, and I feel like they are. I feel like it's not fair, is what I feel like. I feel like they're not doing it fair. That's what I feel like. That's what I feel like. I feel like they're not doing it fairly. If they were doing it fairly, then I'd be more than willing. Okay, so you guys remember the Arizona man Tyrone who was attacked by cops, and now I found a video. One of you guys emailed it to me. You guys feel free to email me videos, especially unredacted body-worn camera. Someone just sent me this in my email. Well, I'll continue to try to track down YouTube. Now we get to hear from Tyrone himself in this one. We saw this already. I don't want to watch it again. Sorry.
Because he's deaf and he's physically, he can't understand them. And he's deaf and he's physically compromised. The entire thing is just outrageous.
That's Jesse Showalter.
Thanks,
He
Dakota.
agreed to watch the video with us. And that's because he's an attorney for Tyrone McAlpin. Together, they're planning to bring an excessive force lawsuit against the Phoenix Police Department.
12 years she's lived here.
But before we get into that, first, let's get into why officers went after Tyrone.
And they wouldn't even give me a water jug. When we look at the body camera that we've seen so far, what it shows is that Circle K employees had a Caucasian male in the store causing problems, and they called the police to trespass this person who wouldn't leave.
Hey, you guys just want this guy to trespass? Okay.
And when police arrive, they don't do any investigation to find out what this guy was doing in the store. Instead, they talk to the guy, and he claims that he was assaulted and points to somebody in the street that he claims did it.
The guy pointed at Tyrone, who was across the street.
You're saying that's the guy that's right there. You back your head on it.
I mean, so we have a situation where the officers respond. Some white guy says, hey, no, some black guy assaulted me, and they just drop what they're doing and head right over there.
That's what the video shows.
He was standing outside the door opening that dude. Why didn't you wait here first? The black guy?
Yeah.
And that takes us back to this point.
Let's see.
And this police officer, out of the gate, assaults him and then uses Tyrone's attempts to protect himself to try to justify felony charges.
Officials charged Tyrone with aggravated assault and resisting arrest. In their reports, officers wrote Tyrone tried to walk away from them, took a fighting stance, threw repeated punches at them, and bit one of them.
Everything that I see in that video, as well as the other officer's body camera, looks like Tyrone's just trying to avoid being harmed by these officers. And that only makes them escalate the situation and increase the degree of violence that they're using.
One of the officers says Tyrone bit him. I mean, how do you respond to that?
Tyrone was face down on the ground with two officers striking and choking him, and that the only way that Tyrone could have possibly bit anybody on the hand or wrist is if one of those officers placed their hand or wrist in his mouth. And what it looks like from the video is that the officer who claims he was bitten was using an illegal chokehold on Tyrone.
Here's the question that, invariably, undoubtedly will be asked. Why didn't he just comply?
And the answer is easy, is he's deaf. He couldn't understand what they were doing, and he had done nothing wrong.
What kind of disabilities do you have?
He's deaf and he's got cerebral palsy.
Okay.
And I've been on the phone with him since Circle K.
How is he deaf if you've been on the phone?
Because I know sign language. That's why. I signed to him. That's why.
Nowhere in their police reports did the two officers document they were told about Tyrone's disabilities. But records do show when another cop went back to check store surveillance footage and talk to witnesses, none of it supported the white guy's claims. Remember, he told officers Tyrone assaulted him at the store. But there was no evidence of any assault. Store employees say the white guy was the one causing problems, getting aggressive, laying on the floor, and refusing to leave. In fact, store employees told police Tyrone tried to get him out of the store and eventually just left. Now, this all happened on August 19th. That's 2 months after the Department of Justice released the results of its historic investigation into Phoenix PD.
It's almost like a single example that illustrates all of the problems highlighted in the DOJ's report.
Among many failures, the DOJ found Phoenix PD has a pattern and practice of racial bias, escalation, and not giving people a chance to comply before using force, excessive use of tasers, dangerous use of chokeholds, and violating the rights of people with disabilities.
It's hard for me to understand how the city can come out and say with a straight face that it is meeting the DOJ report head on when this man, Tyrone McAlpin, is being charged with assault on police officers.
You know, I'm more than willing to show every single stitch of the actual body cam footage. If anybody can find the actual body cam footage, I'm more than willing to show the entire body cam footage. I'll have to blur it on YouTube and then I'll put it on Patreon. But it's absolutely ridiculous what we are seeing. Truly ridiculous. I have such a hard time with the idea that we can't see what cops do to us on the biggest video sharing platform in the world, which is YouTube. And we can't show it. I have such a problem with it. Thank you. I appreciate you posting on X and letting them know that you can't see my videos. Remember, it's Team YouTube or YouTube Creators. There's 2 different accounts. You can, yeah, it's absolutely disgusting. Yeah. And then tased repeatedly. And we do get to see little bits and pieces of the
man, a report helping on.
We do get to see, I mean, look at how this guy's being treated.
And
look at that. And he's completely confused. He has no idea why this is happening to him.
This man, Tyrone McAlpin, is being charged with assault on police officers for this incident where, you know, the video tells the whole story.
Hey, get up. Stand up.
I mean, so still now a month later, he's still facing charges for this.
That's correct.
He's in cuffs.
Now, as you just heard, Tyrone is still facing several felony charges. In fact, even though those officers are under internal investigation, they still just went into court to testify against Tyrone. And as you can see, our cameras were there, and a judge ruled there was probable cause for the case to move forward.
Bit his own arm.
Now, in our next report, you'll hear those officers on the stand, hear their justification for the arrest. And you'll also
That is so unbelievable. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, is that right? Delete laws. If you add the copyright information and description, you'll be protected to show it all. I sent you 2 emails with copyright statement written out via email today. I'll check that. Thank you, Milena. I appreciate that. Pistol P Rex is here. What's going on, Pistol P Rex? Thanks for coming, man. I appreciate it. That's going to be my next. Let me get a full screenshot of this real quick. This is my thumbnail for my next video right there. There it is right there. That is the craziest looking, most ridiculous. I mean, put a 1 in the chat if that is the most ridiculous thing you've ever seen a cop do. It is just so absolutely crazy that he actually bit his own arm, and the judge said, "Oh no, that's just demonstrating how the guy bit him." It is just Ryut serious audits. It is just so absolutely insane. That is absolutely insane what we are seeing as criminal justice in this country.
You'll hear those officers on the stand, hear their justification for the arrest, and you'll also see some bizarre moments in the courtroom.
Very tough to watch. Thank you very much, Dave.
Oh, that was it?
All right. We got to start on a little bit of a touchy one here, Gatos. There is new video out, of course, and this is kind of the reason you have a story, about a man and his encounter with Phoenix police that is causing a lot of concern. And I haven't found one person yet who's watched the video and thought the police behaved appropriately.
Well, as you know, I start on the side of police and then I work my way back.
I've said it before. I start neutral.
And so I watched it. So why don't we do?
Wait a minute. What did Larry? Oh, but which, by the way, someone just told me about these two coppers before.
Well, as you know, I start on the side of police.
Well, then what are we listening to you for, dude? Like I was gonna watch your video, but I don't want to watch your video now. I don't want to watch your video now. You start on the side of police and work backwards from there. Why would you do that? Back the blue blindly? You can clearly see this guy was attacked, but you start on the side of police and work your way backwards from there. What a disgusting thing to say. What a ridiculously stupid thing to say. Casey Jones, thanks. I appreciate it. I didn't see your thing come through, but thanks, Casey. I appreciate it. 1 DLZ Clips membership was gifted. Thank you. I appreciate it. Listen to this moronic statement. I'm going to play it one more time so we can listen to it together.
Appropriately.
Well, as you know, I start on the side of police and then I work my way back.
I've said it before. I start neutral.
What the hell are you talking about? That is the most incensing, ridiculous thing I've ever heard somebody say. There's two people who are in a fight. Well, I start on his side and then I work my way back. Oh, I start on her side. I work my way backwards. No, I don't. I start neutral and I look for the facts. What a moron. I mean, Larry Gatos, I don't respect what you just said.
And so I watched it. So why don't we do this?
Okay.
Let's go through it.
Okay.
What exactly happened here?
So can I start from the very
Please,
beginning?
go ahead.
So there is a Circle K, all right? And a Circle K employee called 911. This is early in the morning.
Yeah.
Looks like 8 a.m.-ish, I think is what it was. Yeah. And says, there's a guy in here causing problems. He won't leave the store. We want him trespassed. A white male.
Okay.
Okay. Police show up. Sure enough, there's the guy who won't leave the Circle K, right? So they are escorting him out of the Circle K. Buddy, you got to go. You know, they want you gone. You got to go.
They didn't drag him out.
No, they're walking him out.
They didn't toss him through a window.
While they're walking this guy out, he says, points across the street, says, that guy assaulted me.
Okay. Who's he pointing to?
He's pointing to a black man walking through a parking lot.
Okay. Now, why would the police should probably not believe anything that guy says?
Not only did they believe him, they left him, jumped in their cars, drove across the street to the black man.
They didn't put him in the car?
No.
They didn't handcuff him beforehand? No. Okay.
As far as we can tell, they didn't even write him a formal trespassing notice. Once he said, that guy assaulted me, they let him go and went across the street.
Okay. What happened next?
They pull up and interact with, I'm gonna use the term interact with, Tyron McAlpin. The video, there's surveillance video and body camera video. So you can see kind of the big picture and then you see the video from the officer, right?
They pull in, two cars pull into the parking lot.
They come screeching up, right?
Because this man was walking on the sidewalk and then started to walk into the parking lot. And they pulled kind of in front of him.
And so they pulled in front of him and he turned to like walk around behind the vehicle.
Right.
The police officer gets out, the first guy gets out, and within a second and a half, immediately starts engaging, looks like he's throwing punches, trying to grab him. The other officer comes in, they tackle them, they're tasing him, and eventually put him in handcuffs.
Yeah, they were tasing him because he, I think it was his right arm.
They say he was resisting, of course.
I'm just going to explain it. His right arm was underneath him.
Right. It was, and they wouldn't,
And they wanted his right arm behind him.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he could have pulled his right arm from underneath him because of the weight of the officer. And here's the part.
You ready for the kickers?
Can we hold the kicker off for a second?
Okay, I'll hold the kicker off.
Okay. Is there anything else we need to explain before you say that? Because most people will lead with what you were just about to say, and I'm glad we didn't lead with what you were just about to say.
I would say that is what the video shows. Okay. Eventually, Mr. McAlpin is arrested, and he is facing felony aggravated assault and resisting arrest.
Okay, can I tell you what the headline now says?
Ready.
Right. Phoenix police beat up black man who's deaf and has cerebral palsy.
Yeah. So they're yelling commands at him. He's deaf.
And they didn't know that.
No. They also didn't attempt to ascertain anything.
They didn't know he had cerebral palsy.
He also has cerebral palsy, which they say could have also affected his limbs being able to bend and move the way they wanted him to.
Here's some audio, okay? We'll take a listen.
Hey, buddy, stop where you're at.
Okay, so that's the cop. And this was the most bizarre part of the whole thing for me.
Go ahead.
What he just said and how he said it. Okay, I want to play it again.
Go ahead.
This officer is still in his car and his window is down.
Yeah.
I don't think he stopped the car. I think he was still almost driving
Like
and
still rolling up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fast, by the way.
Yeah.
And saying that. He's completely calm.
Hey, buddy, stop where you're at.
Okay.
And you're right, Bruce. It didn't take more than 2 seconds for the cop to grab this man.
Yeah.
And, I'll play the rest.
No, let me pause it real quick here. It wasn't 2 seconds before he grabbed him. It was less than one. It was 1 second, and he was swinging and punching and grabbing at the man's neck. That's what happened. That's what happened. This is a reaction video for YouTube because, as you guys know, a reaction video is fair use. So we're reacting to what these guys are saying. Danelle Brown just gifted out 5 memberships. Danelle, love you. Good to see you again. Oh, Danelle, I've got those t-shirts out. So shoot me your shipping address so I can send you a t-shirt and let me know what size you are. Man, I just listening. Oh, is this the first time? So Danelle said, I see this video going viral like crazy. First time I've seen it. It had my blood boiling. We have watched it twice today on 2 different. This is the 3rd video that we're covering of Tyrone's attack and caging and felony charges of attacking a police officer when clearly we saw the police officer attacked him. It's so you can't comment either on any of my shorts. Is that right? That's just so frustrating. So it's like, this is watching this is so super frustrating. It is so super frustrating. This is unbelievable. And listening to Larry's now leaning towards the idea that the cop didn't give him any notice and just jumped out and attacked him. Amazing, Larry.
I'll play the rest of it, but I'm asking this question.
No, please.
How can this officer be so calm in his car while it's still moving and he's getting ready to stop short? Hey, buddy. And literally, it's not 2, 8, 6 seconds. It's like a second. And he goes right after the man.
Flip of a switch.
He
hands on.
Hey, buddy. Car stops. Door opens. Boom. Right?
And he jumps on him.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Let's play the whole thing.
Hey, buddy, stop where you're at.
Door opens.
No, we've seen that.
You hear the ruffling, that's when he's throwing.
You can hear the door open and then the ruckus, okay?
Yeah, when you hear the ruffling, that's when he's throwing punches at the man.
I want everybody to hear that.
Yeah.
Listen to the door crack open and then how quickly he's on this guy.
Hey, buddy, stop where you're at. Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I feel like we've kind of gone over this. It's just so super frustrating. It's so super frustrating. And it's just going to piss me off all over again. And plus, I don't want to give Larry any more watch time. So I want to show you guys this
father
one.
has filed a complaint with the state of Texas saying some law enforcement officers put not just his life in danger, but his son's as well.
This young man is only walking, having fun, enjoying the day with his son. And you see him just pass right by those law enforcement officers.
They see me, my son waving at them. Hey, I keep walking because I know it has nothing to do with me.
See, here's the thing. When they get all dressed up like G.I. Joe loser, they want to attack somebody. As soon as they it's just, it's so frustrating. They get dressed up like G.I. Joe loser and they just want to attack somebody. It's just the simple fact. When you get dressed up in war gear, then you want to go to war. If you're a hammer, then everything's a nail. They got dressed up in their war gear and now they want to just attack somebody. And that looks like the black guy. And that's the part that if you're not a melanated person, you don't want to see that. You don't want to see that. We don't want to see you guys attacking black people because you look like a black guy. It's just horrible. It's just horrible. What we're seeing is horrible and it's ridiculous.
It's on my neck like this. As I'm walking right here, I feel hands come behind me. One gun go on my back. One officer tries to take him off of me. And the one started yanking at his legs, and they trying to pull him right here, and that's when he started screaming and yelling. And once they put the guns on my back, like my whole body just shut down. Like my heart dropped. It was like a feeling of panic.
And began to physically assault him on the ground. Because of what? All because they thought he fit the description of some other young black male. Well, all young black men don't look alike.
But they threw me to the ground to keep me, assaulted me, kept the guns in my face, trying to intimidate me, scare me. I don't know where my son's at. He's going to CPS as far as they telling me.
And we are demanding those officers be disciplined. One wrong move where you're going to shoot him in this baby. All of that was not necessary. It was over the top. It was excessive use of force.
Wow. Look at how they're treating him. And again, this is a reaction video because Fox is notorious for trying to copyright strike you if you cover and react to their video. So I just want to be clear about that. Can you do me a favor? Can you type down in the comment section, G.I. Joe loser, G.I. Joe loser? When you get dressed up like G.I. Joe loser and you walk around the free America and you dress up like you're going to war, well, then we're no longer the land of the free, home of the brave. That's changed now. As long as they get dressed up as G.I. Joe loser and they say that I'm suspicious of you, then you know what? They can do anything they want to you based on their suspicion. And by the way, let me point out something very important. This is a Terry stop. This is a Terry stop. There's no probable cause. There's only reasonable suspicion. And the reasonable suspicion is he swears that black guy looks like the black guy that they're looking for. Let me say it one more time. This is a Terry stop. I'm not mad at you. I'm frustrated. This is a Terry stop. And even if we abolished qualified immunity, this Terry stop could still happen. And the cops wouldn't need qualified immunity. The policies, procedure, and protocol of a Terry stop are exactly this, that you will be forced to enter into a POW style of arrest. It's Terry versus Ohio that is our biggest problem. That's what's going on in our country. Let's not deny it.
Because it wasn't right. That was very unprofessional. And they could have killed me and my son. My phone was cracked. The screen, I had to get it fixed because when they threw me on the ground, my whole screen cracked.
Thank God a neighbor had video of the entire encounter. And so he has proof of what they did to him and how they treated him and this little bitty baby. And still to this very day, not even an apology because
let me explain something. I'm sorry.
Had video.
But let me explain something. And part of the reason why I'm stopping this is because of the policies of YouTube to be a reaction video and that Fox will constantly try to copyright strike you. So this is legal. This is a Terry stop. The policies, procedures, and protocols of this pig shack allow them to grab you, throw you on the ground, stick their knees in your back, stick their knees in your neck, put you in chains, put you in the back of their car in a cage, and you're still not under arrest. You're only being detained. That's what a Terry stop is. It's inhumane, it's brutal, and it's barbaric. G.I. Joe loser. It has to stop. This absolutely has to stop.
Of the entire encounter. And so he has proof of what they did to him and how they treated him and this little bitty baby. And still to this very day, not even an apology because they feel that he is not even worth that.
Now, Davis says he was ultimately handcuffed, fingerprinted, and then released after about 30 minutes when they realized he was not the man they were looking for. Now,
He's not the guy that they were looking for.
reached out to the U.S. Marshal's office, and I'm told that filing a complaint is a form of litigation, and the office does not comment on pending litigation.
Filing a complaint is a form of litigation. The U.S. Marshal's office said that. If you file a complaint, that's a form of litigation. G.I. Joe loser. Let me see if we got it in the chat here. G.I. Joe loser. How many people wrote G.I. Joe loser? Team DLZ got it. Terry arrest, beta male, G.I. Joe loser. Chevy! Thanks for taking a break from making songs and coming and joining us, Chevy. We appreciate it. G.I. Joe loser. 100%. Absolutely. Absolute G.I. Joe loser. G.I. Joe loser. Chevy got it. He was in the middle of making music and he popped over here to join us. Thanks, Chevy. I appreciate it. I'm so happy for Chevy that there's this, because just so you guys know, Chevy has been putting songs in my comments for a couple years. And now that there's artificial intelligence, now he's making the songs that he wrote the lyrics to. You know, Chevy, I know you're doing cops and stuff right now, but sometimes you change the lyrics to somebody's watching me. You did that one time. You did na 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 na. Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye. You did that one time in my comments. You did Merry Christmas Jingle Bells one time in my comments. I still would like to, I want to hear some of these. AMG Stealth, what is going on? Melisa, what is going on? Chris, what is going on? Tej, GIO loser, said Stacy. Nice to see you. Brick, Sandy makes me irate, especially with a toddler. G.I. Joe losers. Everybody's using a Z. That's so cool. G.I. Joe losers. Pathetic. G.I. Joe loser. G.I. Joe loser. G.I. Cozers. Looks like GIs in Afghanistan. G.I. Joe loser. G.I. Joe loser. Scott, I got your address. I got your address. I know where you are. I've been in your state in the last couple of years. G.I. Joe losers. G.I. Joe losers. Jessica Kerstad said G.I. Joe. Jessica, where you been? Good to see you. Everybody say hello to Jessica Kerstad. Nice to see you, Jessica. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for coming by. I really appreciate it. And then Mingo Wingo has been a member for a year. So just so you guys know, Scott Dicklip Price, I called him on the phone. I got him on the phone. Do you remember that, Mingo Wingo? If you send me the link to that video, I will show it. And remember, send me videos. Send me videos, any videos that you have. Hey, Stoffel. So right on, Stoffel. Good to see you. So this is going to be, I will make sure that you are not blocked. And make sure you're not blocked. Because sometimes you guys know, you guys saw that guy come in here earlier and say how he ordered a trifold, 6 months ago and didn't get it. And then Greg looked up in the receipts that wasn't true. And so sometimes people get accidentally kicked out of the room because they start kind of being lighthearted and funny. But the mods here, Greg, Bruce, Mikey B, Gloria, all the folks, they just got. That's not me, Mingo Wingo. Jessica Kerstad, good to see you. Danelle, good to see you. I'm just so absolutely grateful. Listen, I would stay here and continue to show you. Chili, please don't sing. I know. I'm pretty good at commenting on videos, but as far as singing, not good. Not good. I know. I don't know if I got your, remember, send me videos. I need to see, especially body worn camera that is not redacted. I put my email addresses up there. Send me the videos and do me a favor. Try to find videos that are obscure, that have like 400 views or 1,000 views or even 5,000 views. If you send me the latest video from the civil rights attorney, I already watched it. I watched all of his videos. If you send me the latest video from Here's the Deal, I already saw it. You know what I mean? Send me videos that are like a nugget that was made 3 years ago. It's got 300 views, but wow, this is a great video and everybody should see it. Those are the kind of videos I'm looking for. I'm looking for a body worn camera where It's not redacted. I want unredacted body camera. I'm going to put it on Patreon. I'm going to put it on X. I'm going to put it on YouTube. I'm going to blur it here, but I'm going to continue to show this. I'm going to continue to show this. Good to see you, Jessica Kerstad. Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it. James Forbes, Walking Dead Man. What's up, Playboy? Top Rock. It's so good to see you. Oklahoma Cop Watch. Oh, hey, send me that video. You have my email addresses, deletelaws@gmail or dlzclips@gmail. It's okay, Chili. We get it. It's personal and never okay. That little one probably has PTSD. Oh yeah, probably watching people get attacked, watching your dad get attacked. It's got to be. William Eaton is here. What is going on? Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's a few people who have used my trifold on camera. If you find anybody who uses my trifold on camera, definitely send it to me. So far, we found 3 this year. And those are people who didn't send them to me. We just found them. Chevy. We don't want that bubble singing. Chevy, make me a song, brother. Chili versus Zimmerman. Absolutely love it. I would stay here. I've got to get the flock out of here. If you want me to give you a shout out, put OTVO in the chat. Overturn Terry versus Ohio. It's not me. It's Charlie. Charlie, do you want to go outside? I know you do. He's sitting over here. He's sitting here looking at me like this. Like, I got to go outside. I have to go outside. So I got to take him outside. Oh, really? That's terrible. Someone got attacked? Send me that video link if you would, please. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. 15% is terrible. Someone said they got attacked by a bouncer. Got your MRI done today, Jessica? I hope that you're okay. I really hope that you're okay. James, I appreciate you coming. Jim, Brandy, thank you so much. Melisa, Adam, I haven't seen you in the chat all day, man. You were sitting there just listening and watching quietly. Dakota Wolf, Rataboy Ninja, thank you for coming. Mikey B, I appreciate it. Greg, did you see the... I don't know what you mean by that comment. Email me or text me and let me know. Go pound sand. Okay. What's the matter, you? And then where's my songster at? I'll end with this one right here. Okay, listen, I got to get the flock. Oh, Tej. Hey, Tej, thanks for coming, man. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. I'm going to get the flock out of here. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I'll see you guys on the next one. Later, Gators.